guys? What happened?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I
No
can do
way.
it.
Let's see if we can turn that off.
Mm-hmm.
PC
No
on,
way.
dude. It's there, look, just under the test folder.
Let's inactivate that module. Everyone prepare to reload.
Indeed.
Sorry,
Why would it let you guys do that?
I'm your
Why
QA
would-
tester, Bert.
Why would it give you the option? I don't understand.
You might be able to turn the module off, but you can never get rid of Timmy Wompson.
You know what? Don't be surprised if somewhere down the road you run into him. Okay.
I gave him a mace, studded leather, and a shield. That guy's armed to the teeth.
He will be canon somewhere down the road.
Who?
Timmy Wompson. You remember him, right?
It's the most important character in this game.
All right.
I
So
thought
is
that
everyone
was
ready?
Fra. I am.
So, last session, you guys found yourselves delving a little bit further north out of Valaki towards Lake Zarovich, hoping to find the strange man that you had seen roaming around the streets of Valaki, who was headed north. After traveling and following him for a little while, you made your way to the lake, where you noticed some boats, as well as a man who was out kind of in the center of the lake, dealing with a strange burlap sack. Raven then noticed that this sack seemed to be around the size of a small human, and the man in the middle of the lake eventually threw it in, and that's when you guys heard this hellish, devilish roar of something that seemed rather large that came up under the water, snatched this sack, and ended up on a cave on the northeast side of where you guys were. So you guys grabbed the boats, headed out, made your way to the cave. After venturing in, you noticed, well, first you'd send your familiars in. That's when Inz's familiar Nightmare noticed to the left-hand side a small girl that seemed to be down in a disgusting pit on the left side. And Spike, the pseudo-dragon, noticed going down to the right some treasure, as well as a giant frog-like creature. But both of them noticed in the center of this cave, before it had forked off on either path, a kind of toxic-like pool with this greenish gas that was hewing off of it. So after coming back, you guys decided to head in, making your way to the right instantly, using various tactics to get through. You eventually came face to face with this creature. After a tough, long-fought battle, the beast seemed to not really surrender, but kind of began focusing more on protecting its child that seemed to be in the back of the cave than defeating you guys. And after it was felled, you guys looted the cave, found some things, but the most surprising thing you found was a small girl back in the cave who said her name was Arabelle, and that she belonged to a tribe of Vistani. And Ludwig and Iser immediately took note of this, as it seemed to be the same Vistani that had robbed them on their very first night here in Barovia. But after that, you guys had decided to head back towards Valaki, as it seemed a good place to rest, and that is about where the session ended. So, I believe, did we leave the cave, or are you guys still in the cave?
We
We
left.
definitely left the cave because we had drinks with the guy.
Okay.
So I guess rowing back to shore is probably where we are right now.
Okay.
I believe we already rowed our way back to the shore, and we are currently heading back to Valaki.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
What time's it?
And you guys, it's about 3 p.m. It's
Oh,
about,
God.
it's definitely getting later in the day. You guys know that on your way back, by the time you get to Valaki, it'll probably be closer to 7 or 8.
Oh, when's the curfew?
come
When's the
on.
curfew?
6. The curfew's at 6, I think.
Oh, can we go really quickly back, like rush to travel?
You guys could try to speed.
Yeah, we'll speed to
I
get
don't
there at
have my-
5:55.
Oh man, I used to have my DM board right here, and I could look up, and it would say, "These are the travel speeds." Okay, I got it.
Oh my god, I should print that.
Because if you guys travel quickly, I got it pulled up here as well. So fast you can go 4 hexes an hour.
Mhm.
And I'll pull up the map of where you guys are at currently.
Why did we stop for drinks like it's a bloody reunion party?
Yeah.
We don't have time for this.
Oh, you guys aren't very
Dude,
far at
that's
all.
that's 2 miles.
You guys would definitely be
3
able to make it,
hours?
Yeah. I don't know what I was saying.
Crawling?
Oh, okay, we'll get back. We'll get back. It's all good.
All right. Are you guys headed out?
We are.
Yeah, we will escort the young girl Arabella back to the north gate of Valaki.
So as you guys begin heading along the path, you make your way about a mile or so. Eventually, this kind of large creature begins jolting across the path into the forest. But in front of it was another small creature, and it seemed like behind them was this creature that kind of looked ghoulish in the face. It had pale skin, white blondish hair, but it seemed to be decaying. It was wielding a giant greatsword that was kind of radiating this black, darkish energy that seemed to be chasing all of them into the forest.
Make a history check to check what it was.
Yeah, go for it.
Check. So as I see this creature bolting past us.
It would have been 3. A smaller beast kind of in the front,
Mm-hmm.
the larger kind of one in the middle, and then the ghoulish creature that was trailing behind them.
Can I help him remember?
Sure.
Which type of check do you want me to do?
Either history or arcana. But I would say this would be a pretty high check.
Oh yeah. So that's a
Oh, good roll.
17 plus. Okay, I'll probably.
Do you have a -1?
Oh yeah,
Should have told me.
I know.
Well, that would be meta.
So which one are you trying to decipher what it was?
The big one with the radiating sword.
So the bigger one, it was kind of not built like you, but it definitely had the kind of same skin tone, but it was a little bit smaller in stature to how you're built.
Mhm.
But it
Would
seemed
that
to
happen
be,
to look like a kobold?
you wouldn't know unless you were to get closer. But it definitely seemed as they were charging through that they were in distress of some sort. If
So
you
we
guys
saw
want-
them on our way back, like
So you
about
guys
here.
are following down the path towards Valaki south and making their way kind of in a T shape as you guys are headed this way. They jolted across the path. So you guys are headed north to south. They went kind of east-west. A little bit further into the brush of the trees.
I imagine there's still the mist.
Yes, and you know about that, but they all seem to go in there.
Well, if this was the henchman of Strahd, but in essence that it could have been that they're being chased down by some revenant of the Silver Dragons that's here to slay the all Strahd's.
Could have been a werewolf though.
I don't think that would have been much trouble for these big creatures. Not for them to be scared off and running.
I have never seen a werewolf myself. But I remember someone at Valaki told us that there was some werewolf activity around these parts.
What do you think, Raven? We should make haste towards Valaki, yeah?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
as
we
you guys
need
are
to get
standing
back.
there, you kind of hear off in the direction of where this kind of smaller beast was. Just yell out, kind of it sounds like what a smaller creature would sound like if it was caught in a bear trap. Just yelling out in this howl, like it needs help.
Is it inside the mist?
It seems to be a little bit off the path.
Very close to curfew? Is that called?
Hmm.
No, we've got 2 hours to spare.
Yeah, let's just go after them.
I would say let's just go to the town.
It's a creature in trouble, yeah?
Maybe it's an evil creature that got
And
what
as
it
you guys are standing there off in the same direction that you heard this noise, you see this giant black beam of energy shoot up at the sky, kind of radiate mushroom cloud off towards you guys.
I definitely want to check that now.
Yeah. I mean,
What do you say, Raven? Coming with us?
I mean, weirdly, I'm more than happy to look into that, to be honest. I mean, we're looking for the right-hand man of the mayor, and we last saw him in this area, and he does seem kind of like a weird feral man. I think he was one of the 3 in the chase.
No time to lose.
let's chase after him.
So as you guys chase your way off the path a little bit, it kind of leads. So you know how a lot of times off paths, there's a bit of brush kind of before it leads to the tree line. That's kind of where they're at. They're right before the forest line. And as you guys get to this path, you see kind of a little ways off this smaller bunny-like creature that seems to be become ensnared in what seems to be a trap, as well as that ghoulish creature, but now on either side of them and the bunny seems to be these strange kind of shadow-esque creatures. And they seem almost humanoid as their visages of these shadows kind of change shape and almost swap between shadow and humanoid as they kind of try to take shape of whatever seems to be close and relevant to them.
Don't know you, but this over here looks kind of cute.
And you see that this creature in the middle kind of raises up this giant greatsword and seems to just strike down at the one in the center. As you see now, would you like to describe your character, Mia?
Hey, so what you see is this kind of larger lizard-looking creature. Think
that's you.
of that's me. Think of a bearded
bad.
dragon. She's got like frills around the back of her head. She's kind of like a mossy or like a sickly green in color, more like a blue-green, kind of like mold on a stagnant lake. She is carrying a large actually I forgot what she's carrying. She has a scimitar and a shield in her hands with a quarterstaff strapped to her back. She's got this big cloak that kind of covers the majority of her body. And she seems to be surrounded by like this haze, not like the mist that permeates the land, but something that looks more alive, like insects or mold or mushroom spores, something like that. And she's kind of standing protectively over the top of this smaller creature facing off against these foes.
I thought your character was the undead one, sorry.
As this creature standing here kind of looks down now at the center one and says, "Surrender to us now. There is no more use in running."
Are we free to
As
move?
with that, yeah, we will roll some initiative.
Right click, shield, and blah blah, and then roll, yeah?
Yeah, I think you can double right click. I hope it doesn't tell you the names of these things. Doesn't matter. I don't think you guys would know what these are anyway.
I couldn't even
This
read.
is from one of my third-party books that I've never used before, so we'll see.
Prepared
is
to be
everyone-
wiped.
An initiative?
The rabbit isn't.
Oh yeah, fair.
We know that thing's super strong.
Oh, you'd be surprised. As this is the cute little bunnies.
Oh.
As immediately you see this creature just kind of twist and contort and shape its body and kind of move through the mist as it'll come up on this lizard folk here and try to strike down into it with these kind of spectral claws you see take shape. Oh, does a 21 hit?
It does.
Uh-oh. Why is MIDI not working? Oh, there it goes. Okay. All right. So as it goes in and reaches in with this kind of energy, you feel it pull in and take a little bit out of you, but you fire off a little bit of your own, and it does a little bit, but not as much as it might have. As that'll be its turn.
I can barely see. What distance is that? Maybe I should.
Yeah, I can make the grid a little bit more viewable.
$30 is like a few X's back.
30 is here.
Isn't it 5, 10, 15, 20, 25?
That is
30?
55.
Yeah, that's 50. Yeah.
That is viewable.
30 is
yeah,
here.
Yeah, correct.
Oh, made the map.
Okay, so I will move up to here. What distance is this? I cannot see the number.
That distance is
less than
65
100,
feet.
yeah. It's less than 120.
65?
65.
Are your eyes okay? What's going
No,
on?
I can't see it either. I can't see it either.
I'm with him. The font
Fine.
size is small, but I just zoom in with my mouse and squint a little.
Yeah.
Wait, I can maybe change that, but I'll do that after my turn.
I guess it does.
I will target the one that looks the strongest, and just. Alright. Would you say my pseudo dragon is out, or do I have to?
Would I
summon?
say that?
Yeah.
No, I feel like he would be out. I just don't have him on here. I'll bring him out for you.
Okay, so he started in here. Oh shit, he's already there. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him. Do I have disadvantage?
I wonder if it thinks Spike's an enemy. Oh yeah, I think Spike's hostile. There we go. Now he's friendly. It's
Maybe
still
he is. When was the last
we-
time you fed him, Icarus?
we take the value on the left.
That's a crit, man.
No, we took the value on the left.
Aha, okay, the 4.
Alright, and I'm going to try to dove it to the left. If that does something. Whoops, didn't have to do that twice.
So as you try, you can feel your warlock energy go and try to pierce through this thing's mind, but you feel a kind of even stronger energy of warlock nature kind of fight back at you and fight off through your telekinetic shove.
Ah, this is now interesting. And that will be my turn. Spike's gonna do nothing.
All right.
Okay. excuse me, the lizard turns to the one that's next to it here, and I think it's just going to attack with the scimitar in her hand. Not hit.
Yeah, that'll miss. Just going forward, if you just target it, it'll say if you hit or not.
I thought I had it targeted, so I do
Oh, yeah,
apologize.
because you have that little dot. Yeah. I wonder why then. I don't know. Who knows?
I might not have
Ah,
done it
that's
right.
not good.
And then, excuse me, as a bonus action, she places a hand on herself, says a little word under her breath, and cast Cure Wounds. Because that was quite a hit. And she just kind of stares, like keeping an eye at the thing that's kind of over her shoulder. She stares down at the one that addressed her, and just, you know what? Never mind. She doesn't say anything. She just gives it a look, and is prepared for it to come charging at her.
Bunny rabbit?
The bunny rabbit you see here kind of morph and take a new shape. And it ends up turning into a little bug and just kind of, you see it just disappear into the grass. As this umbral shambler. I'll say that 5 times fast. Goodness. You see it come up towards you, Keoklee. And you see this distorted, twisted features of skin that seems to shift constantly from scaly to slimy. Reach out and try to... Oh, good lord. Gonna try to hit you once more. What is this? Oh, what? Good lord. Come on. Come on. And then, seeing that its allies got you as well as the other one, it's going to, you see, kind of just dissipate into the mist itself and disappear for a moment. And when it appears again, you see, it seems to be closer here now to Icarus. So that brings us to Iser.
What's the distance
As
here?
you see, that's 30 feet here.
So I will run up towards Icarus, and I will hold an action to attack it if it comes any closer. That's my turn.
All right, Raven.
Having seen Keoklee swing a scimitar at one of these things, does it seem like... Because to me, they look like shadowy ghost things. I feel like if I shoot it, the arrow's just going to go clean through it like a choke. Do I think I can actually shoot this thing?
I would say if you've been spending any time looking at it, you notice that its shape kind of, it does seem shadowy, but it seems to almost swap between slimy, scaly, physical, incorporeal. It seems like you would have a shot of hitting it.
All right, I'm going to do a bonus action to dash, and then gonna go 10, 20, 35, 45, 55, 60. I'm gonna get to here, and I'm gonna shoot the one that is hassling this stranger, because we don't know that they're capable. There might just be a commoner about to get wrecked. And I miss as well. And then that's my turn.
This creature points its sword now at Keekly and says, "Enough of this. I will be back." And you see this just taut, dead skin and these kind of tattooed fish scales and these eyes that unblink. They just kind of disappear as this black energy that you guys saw just shoots down out of the sky again, and this time in a fit of black smoke, she disappears into the night.
Howard.
As this one up here is going to continue its assault, it's going to try once more to hit into, find a weak spot in those scales. As it goes to hit, it just connects as parts of it just hit into your skin, and you feel this slimy ooze just kind of dripping now on you. As Icarus, that brings us to you. You see this creature now closer in your eyes. What would you like to do?
First, I want to try to telekinetic shove it to this square. Fuck.
You'll get him one of these days.
One of these years. Well, Eldritch Blast, I guess. Nice.
Nice hit, man.
Very nice. As you hit into this thing, it just hits it, and you see this shadow energy just kind of embrace all of it.
My dark power are far larger than you, as I will have Spike to come as it come and sting it.
Is it bonus action to give it an action?
You're right, I cannot do that. So never mind. My bad. That's it.
Okay.
Keekly is this strange womanly creature that was hunting you, or appeared to be, has now disappeared. What would you like to do?
Keekly turns all of her attention to the shadowy figure that is next to her, and she kind of like puts her wow, that did everything very quickly. Kind of puts her weapon aside, and anyone that might see the nails on her hands seem to grow as she throws her hands out and just strikes at the creature with her claws.
Very nice. That was a disgusting noise, whatever.
That really was. And as acid starts to like drip from the wounds left behind. Oh, and that's it.
As you see now, this bug creature kind of transformed, tear shape back into this bunny, and it'll try to bite down into this slimy creature. As it does, creature just seems to just get bit, and kind of like you're getting bit by a mosquito on your ankle. It just looks down like, the hell was that? As maybe this bunny is not as innocent as it seems. As this one here is going to charge down one more step, triggering your ready to action. Iser.
Yep. So I will target it, and I will.
All right.
Hit. As it passes me, I'm just swinging my sword at it.
And you connect with a bit of this physical part of it, as it's now like bleeding this black ooze, as it's gonna come in, try to hit you now with its claws. Oops. Still have you targeted. All right. Oh. As it goes to hit, that last slash of by you just seems to set it off balance as it just misses into the night. As that brings us to you now, so you got this creature in front of your face. What would you like to do?
I will just take my knight's longsword. As it missed me, try to find purchase in one of the weaker spots.
You definitely do. And this thing is looking rough now, as the way it was kind of shifting before is slowing down, and it's kind of losing shape, and it seems to just be this massive black ooze and muggle, as it kind of just looks like an ooze.
That's
Anything
my turn.
else? All right. Raven, you see that this bunny is now just viciously bit into this creature. What would you like to do?
Yeah, having heard that the thing went into a trap at some point and seeing like a 3 chase, like bunny chased by Kyakli, chased by Swordwoman, I'm going to call out to Druid in the distance. Do you want the bunny dead or alive? Like, what do you want from this?
Alive. Save it.
Okay, and then I'll shoot at the ghost thing. And just straight up miss again. Okay, can I use my bonus action to go take the +1 bow from Ents? That's my turn.
That's this thing. With this creature now below it is going to try to just swipe out at it. Realizing now that his ankle doesn't feel too good. Alright. And the bunny definitely gets smacked a bit, and it kind of does the same thing as these, as you see it kind of just morph in between different shapes. As that'll be that thing's turn. Icarus, what would you like to do now?
I'll try to finish off this weird creature in front of me, because I don't know what it is. It appeared to be a ghost, but now it's kind of like mucus. So I'm just gonna charge up and shoot. It compensates the max damage that I had before. And I already used my movement. I believe my telekinetic shove has 60 feet of range. So knowing that this bunny is supposed to be alive after this, I'm going to try to shove it away from the ghost. It can choose to fail the save, be shoved away, but if it fails, it is shoved anyway.
It seemed to want to resist it.
Alright. Die if you want. And that's my turn. And the spike's gonna come. Not there.
Okay. Interesting strategy.
Next to Iser, and is gonna give the help action.
Thank you.
Nice.
Oh. You know, I was going to, like, maybe let you be okay until you turned on the bunny. So with, with a swirling of her hands and this, like, darkness that kind of comes over her eyes, a circle of, I mean, this ground is pretty horrible to begin with, but all of the plant life around her seems to just shrivel and die as the moisture and life is just kind of sucked out from the area around her. Oh shoot. Okay. Well, I didn't place it quite right because I didn't realize the creature that I could heal had to be in the circle, but that's fine. I don't know that the bunny has hit points anyway. So as a bonus action, I will cast Cure Wounds on the bunny. I don't know if it will see it as an enemy. Oh, sorry, I have to take a step closer.
Is Cure Wounds a spell slot?
Oh, wait, you're right, it is. Thank you. I forget with it being a bonus action. So that's fine. I will, though, use... Nope, I'll stay there. That's it.
Alright. And as you shoot off this necrotic energy at this creature, it seems to not take the full brunt of it. It almost seems like it's used to it.
Expected.
As this creature is going to try to bite into it once more. Or... Oh, actually, it just rolls damage for that. That's crazy. It's an interesting little creature it is.
Oh.
As this creature, you see a little more of this blackish goo getting sucked out of its ankle towards this bunny-like creature. As that brings us down here, as this one with its kind of dying little bit is going to try once more to strike into you, Iser. And it's definitely knows it's on its last leg as it goes to reach out. It's like nothing. It's like a brush of wind tries to blow you over. As that brings us to you, what would you like to do?
So I take my sword and I try to just pierce it straight through its body. Alt for advantage, yeah, for the help action.
Yeah, should be left alt, yep. I don't know what's up with my camera right now.
El gato.
Yeah, it's being weird though. There we go.
It's down. Just run and
Yeah, that
help
definitely
the
hits.
run and help the what you call it, right? Commoner.
The lizard.
And I move up towards the creature. I don't know what it is. That will be the end.
Gonna look to Azor and I'm gonna look to the acid hand with a blooming necrotic explosion healing handed individual. I'm gonna be like, that's not a commoner. Now I'm gonna run 15 feet, take another longbow shot, hopefully.
Come
Whoa,
on,
we
man.
actually
There
did it.
you go,
Whoa,
there you
we're
go.
in.
There you go.
Whoa, we're
Tell us
playing
how this
D&D
looks,
now.
Tell us how this looks, Raven.
There's like 3 arrows on the floor, just like poorly aimed. One in this tree, maybe. Final one sticks through it, and sends its weird little mucusy brain out through the back and pins it to a tree, and the rest just collapse into slop on the floor.
All right. And that brings us to the end of combat. But as this thing drops through Raven's arrow, you see this bunny once again morph down into this bug-like creature and disappear off into the forest. Oh, I didn't even play battle music. I was playing tension music the whole time.
It was a tense battle, to be fair.
Silly old me.
Silly old you.
But all right, that brings you guys to the end. As around you see kind of these mystic, physical, slimy shadow creatures, as well as now this lizard-like creature that seemed to be getting chased by this ghoulish woman. As
I
you guys
have
are
my
standing
hand-
now in this forest.
I have my hand recharging some dark energy that people around me would know as an Eldritch Blast. And as I'm looking at the creature, I say, "Who are you? What are you doing around these parts?"
I live around these parts. What are you doing here?
You live in these forests?
My family has lived in this land since before the corruption.
Oh, you are a native to this land.
I am. And she's gonna take just a few steps forward.
I released the energy that I was charging. What was it that was attacking you?
Do I know what was attacking me? Bo?
I would say that you would have known that woman more so as one of the kind of rival enemies that your family has been dealing with, as you have stayed alive so long that these are kind of the last remaining of your people, that these kind of seem to be enemies that are hunting you as a means to kind of bring your people to an end finally. So they're from an evil organization of sorts in a way.
Yeah. My family, as I said, is from this land before the mist came, and we worked closely with the Fae that once cared and protected these woods and waters. And there are an ever shrinking number of us that still hold to the hope and the traditions of the old ways, that, you know, doing what we can to heal just enough of the land that the Fae might return and finally succeed in removing the corruption.
Do you maybe have heard of the Ursari? Are you an Ursari?
The keepers of the third gate, huh? To the
Keepers of the
temple.
gate.
No, I don't. I just live here in this, trying to keep peace in this part of the land.
Close enough. Yeah. I believe our goal is also to get to rid this land of the evil of Strahd.
Yeah, anything that can be done to heal this world, these lands, and these people is a fight that I would get behind. It's centuries of struggle and corruption and heartache and death, and admittedly, those of us that were born here are losing this battle.
We, for one, would love to, or I would love to know more about the history of this land. It's bits and pieces we've gathered, but a native is, that's been here for generations. It's always welcome when trying to achieve our tasks and helping this land out. And if you're willing, I would love for you to join our venture in getting rid of the tyrant, Rod.
I am happy to lend my assistance.
We used to travel with someone that said that this land cannot be saved, and the only way to rid its land from its corruption is to wipe out all the people that live in here.
I don't see how that would solve any problems ever.
Oh yeah, no, that guy was absolutely crazy. Do you want some healing? Hi, Raven. I'm the group healer. Would you, you look like you got hit in that.
It's just a scratch. I'm fine.
I could unscratch it though, heal it up.
Well, I won't say no. I'm pretty adept at healing myself, but
Alright, consider me officially redundant. I will go up
Name.
and heal them with healing hands. Did that come up in the chat?
It
Yes.
did, yeah.
Name's Icarus. They consider me as an insane person. Maybe you will as well.
I thought
you
Ludwig was
can-
the insane one. We can't have multiple insane people, can we?
It is never
Well.
enough.
any time spent in the mist will slowly drive any person insane. Or quickly, depending on your constitution, I suppose.
I believe Curfew Hour is drawing near. We should make haste towards the gates of Vallaki.
Have you been there?
On occasion, my family has a dwelling hidden out in the woods. I would prefer not to take you there, but I've been to the city on a few occasions for commerce.
Right. We should try to make it there before the gates close for tonight. Quite a few things to take care of in that town.
On our way then.
So you guys set out, and by the time you guys get to the gates, it's nearing around 4:35. You see the large iron gates, and the guards are still standing there, and they welcome you in. And they hand a pass or the list of rules and laws to the newest member that you guys have with you. Don't believe we've seen you before. How long will you be staying? As he's speaking to you.
I'm to Kiekli.
Yeah.
Perhaps a few nights with these companions here. I suppose it has been several months since I've been to the town. It's all's well. I know the rules and I'll follow them.
All right. I'll find the forms later, but yeah, there was forms these guys all filled out.
We had to fill in immigration
Laws in
papers,
Vallaki.
Mia.
That was great fun.
It was the
Yeah.
highlight session.
they open up the doors for you guys, and you see the bustling town center once more. You see people shopping, people rushing about. Many people seem to be talking, enjoying just another day in Vallaki. What would you guys like to do?
Do we want to go about and try to sell those pelts we gathered in the woods?
Do I see the herbalist anywhere around?
Are you talking about Celia that you invited in?
Yeah.
No, you don't see her just in this general town square area. But it's possible,
still
just
have-
given the hour, that she might be grabbing a meal or at one of the local inns.
I'll go find Celia and tell her about the third eye potions. You guys go ahead without me. I'll find you guys at the inn. As I just hard searching for Celia.
Okay. Oh, what are the rest of you guys doing?
It's been quite some time since Kiekli has been in the civilization, so I think that she's just going to kind of follow the majority of the group around. She doesn't have anywhere specific to go or anything to do. She doesn't have any contacts here. But you'll notice that she seems almost a little self-conscious. She still has this like swirling mass of small insects that just kind of surrounds her. Like if you're familiar with Pigpen from the Peanuts series, she just has like this constant cloud of dust and insects that kind of follows her around. So just looking around the town, even though it's not necessarily the cleanest place in the world, she still is just trying to kind of contain herself in one small space.
And yeah, and you definitely notice, you and as well as Iser notice that many of the people seem standoffish to you. And you don't know if it's whether people believe you guys are mongrels or what exactly, but they're not used to seeing people per se that look not human. So that was already making them standoffish, but now with the flies, they're definitely steering as clear as possible.
We got 2 reptiles in our party now.
All right, so you guys headed to Scran's Leather then?
Do you have those pelts on your radar?
I don't have the pelts, that's for sure. It was Enz that skinned them.
Is Zen's with us or not?
Yeah, your cardboard cutout of ends would be with you guys.
I picked the cardboard cutout of Enz up. We
Okay.
take him to Scran Leather.
Okay. I imagine you're also gonna borrow the bow for the time being, in case you run into anything.
I want to loot Ludwig as well. He had like
He did not leave any gear as
no, he literally said what he gave out.
I know, but I'm thinking in character. If you're gonna go fight Strahd, why would you be like, oh, here's all my shit, by the way, and I'm gonna go fight him as a monk. I'm gonna go fight him unarmed. Here's all my good stuff.
It doesn't make much sense, does it?
Yeah, it just doesn't make much sense to me.
You know that he knows that he doesn't need any of that. He thinks he's going to go make a petrol bomb and blow the castle up. He knows he doesn't need a cloak of protection. He knows he doesn't need a lockstone. None of that stuff's going to help him build bombs.
The Luckstone
It's
is
in
with
character.
Icarus.
Yeah, you know.
It's a shame he ran off with it.
What's up?
No, the Icarus is the one with the Luckstone.
Oh.
Do I have the Luckstone?
You do. The
Yeah,
Amber.
that amber shard. Yeah,
Oh, the Amber Shard.
yeah. Nothing possibly wrong with it. So, you guys go into Scran's. You get the pelts off of ends. And I would say, Icarus, eventually as you're wandering around town, you notice that the herbalist seems to be at the Havendash.
At the Happy.
The Havendash, where you guys or
Is that the costume shop?
hitting. Yeah, that's the closed store.
I didn't note that down.
Hmm. hmm.
Okay, I walk in casually, like if I was to purchase something. There's noise in the
Alright.
background, so go ahead with the other thing.
Okay. We'll go to the other one. All right. As you guys enter into Scran's Leather, the smell of leather and other woodworking tool, or not woodworking, but leatherworking tools hit your nose. You see in the corner boiling water where they have bits of skin in there. Not what's another word for leather?
Hide?
Hide.
Pelt.
Thank you. There you go. Pelt. Hide. There we go. As you see pelts and hides boiling and hanging up on the wall. And as you enter, Scran, who is hammering down, looks up. Greetings. Welcome back.
We've got good news and we've got neutral news. Which would you like first?
I'll take the worser news first.
Okay, the neutral news is that we left town in search of your daughter and, her husband, and we couldn't find the house that you mentioned that's on the northeast of town.
Well, let me be honest with you. Since you've returned, you seem like trustworthy people. But the truth is, Zulikia and Emil, they are members of the Children of Mother Night, the werewolf clan. They're good about hiding it. That's why we only see them during the reunion, but I fear that something's happened to them.
They're
I
part of it.
see.
I don't know the location of where the den is, but I have an old friend named Darovich. He's in Kresk. He could tell you all about it.
Okay, Kresk, we're vaguely heading in that direction. Is good. And we have a mask that stops wolves and werewolves attacking us, so that's good as well. I think we can definitely look into this for you still.
That's great.
So that's the neutral news out of the way. Would you like the good news?
Possibly. I mean, that turned into the good news.
Okay, would you like what has been downgraded to the second best good news?
Yes, I would like the second best good news.
Okay, the second best good news is we were attacked by wolves on the way out of town, which means we killed the wolves, and now we have these, and then Ends presents the pelts.
Oh, that's incredible. Good. This is good stuff. Good quality material. This is stronger than normal wolf hide. Thank you. Now, he's gonna give you guys. How many pelts you have? What was it? 5? We decided, or was it?
Oh, I think it was 4 in the big one.
Okay. So he'll give you 2 gold for the smaller wolf hides, as they are a little bit stronger than normal wolf hide. So he'll give you 8 gold for those, and then 5 for the dire wolf. So
Alright,
grand
how do
total
we
of 13 gold.
slash roll 13 divided by 4? Alright, everyone can have 3
Oh, that's
gold,
cool.
2
I didn't
silver,
know
and
it
5
did that.
copper, and I'll dish
And
that
every
out.
time I've done that, I'll bring up a calculator. You can just.
Oh, I taught you a trick bow.
That's nice.
But everyone can have 3 gold, 2 silver, 5 copper, and I'll divvy it out. And I'll even give it to Kiakli because they were technically there, sort of, whilst we did this a little bit.
Well, no, I think you should give it to the person that's not here who actually killed them.
Nah, fuck that guy. Alright, put it on Ends' sheet instead then.
How much was it per person?
It's what it says on things. It's 3.25 gold. So 3 gold, 2 silver, 5 copper.
Well, this is good news, and I know that that's tough news to hear, and sounds like we're harboring some sort of criminal, but we love our daughter very much, and Emil's a good man.
No, I mean,
Just
listen,
wanna
it
see him
doesn't
again.
matter what you were born as. That shouldn't impact how people look at you and how they treat you. If once every full moon they do some stuff, but they lock themselves up and then nobody gets hurt, there's nothing wrong with them.
Well, I just fear that something has happened, and they've had a troubling individual that's been in the clan. We learned last family reunion, Kirill Stoyanovich. Seems to be a tough one to crack, and I don't know. This just has his name written all over it. If you wanted a father's intuition.
So this Kirill Storanovich, he's a bad influence on the pack.
Well, I'm not sure exactly how the pack lives or how things go. I can only tell you based off of, what my daughter has said. And, there's three sides to every story, but I believe that he definitely doesn't seem to have the best intentions of the clan. He seems to think more so for himself. But then again, that's only on what I've heard. I don't know how the man is.
We'll do what we can, and thank you for this extra information. It's going to be really big for helping us figure out where they are and what's happened to them.
Yes, I appreciate you looking and for getting these pelts. That was enough for me to tell you what's truly going on. So if you could look into it, just find Darvich. I'm sure he could lead you in the right direction. Anyone want to do anything else before we hop over to the Hab and Dash? Are you ready, Icarus?
Got one more question.
Oh, yeah, no worries.
Yeah,
So,
whenever.
I'm quite new to these lands. I've not heard, well, I've heard it being mentioned, werewolf. But what is it?
What do you mean?
What does it mean to be a werewolf?
Well, it's one who's inflicted with lycanthropy. You become a foul beast. I don't know. Beyond the tales, I mean, that's truly all I know. I try not to delve into it too much, I mean, that is my son-in-law, and I don't want to pry. He's a good kid. But they can be ferocious beasts, and a whole den of them. It does scare me that my daughter is there, but I trust that Emil takes good care of her, and I think if you have to come across one, just be careful. I've heard that they have very tough skin. It's hard to pierce their fur and get into their armor. And their bite, they have teeth that is sharper than anything that you could get at Wayland's. I mean, they're foul beasts.
Well, it sounds like a heck of a companion for your daughter to be with such a dangerous being.
It took a while. I mean, the marriage turned her into one. She kept it a secret as long as she could, but I don't know. It was hard. It was hard for me. I had to give up on hunting altogether. That's when I opened the shop. Allowed me to keep a close eye on the other hunters in town. I trust you might have been to the Trap Paw.
We have.
Spoken to Soldar, Youngby.
Yeah.
They're good men, but obviously what they do, it could be a risk to my family, so I do keep close eye on them.
What does a trap paw has to do?
Oh, those are the men. They're the main hunters in town. Many of the wolf heads you see up on the pikes around here is from them.
They did give us a lead on where a werewolf pack might be. I believe it was in or near a tower north of town, but that I'd have to check my notes.
Yeah, I've heard of this tower. If anyone would know a lot about it, it'd be Wadpole over there. He's a pretty curious fellow. He learns lots.
That tower sounds awfully. The only tower north of town on our map is the one where Kassan lives, the Whisper.
I
Maybe.
know nothing of that.
Well, we'll get
Wizards
to it
and
eventually.
magic. Well, thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
One last thing, can we buy a winter cloak thing like we bought for ourselves for our new friends?
Yeah, you should be able to open up the shop. But he'll say, because you're doing this, because you're willing to listen to an old man tell his tales, I'll give you one. I used to be an adventurer like you.
Then my daughter got married.
Yeah. And then that Timmy Wompson came into my life and ruined
Oh, first bit of the canon.
freaking Timmy Watson.
So I will take this. It's like a large white winter wolf, white fur cloak, and I'll hand it to you, Kyakli. Which is a good question. Am I handing it up or down to you? How tall are you?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah, I said larger lizard creature, but honestly, I don't think I know how big they are.
I would say probably just shy of 6 foot tall. If if were to stand at her full height, but she's usually kind of slumped forward a little bit.
Oh, definitely handing up then.
Okay.
Here you go.
I
This
think-
is for you when we start traveling southwards where it's colder.
Oh, thank you. I haven't been much further south than Valaki. I am ashamed to admit my family tended to stay to this area as our ancestral home. But I think Kiekli would also say to the gentleman as we're leaving, you should take comfort that if your daughter at least has a pack, she'll be more protected than those that find themselves alone.
Well, I appreciate your words. And I've not seen one of your kind before. What even are you? Are you one of those mongrel folk?
No. No, my family has been here for quite some time, but we tend to keep to ourselves.
Well, if you're with this group, you're always welcome in here.
Well, she'll
Alright.
try to. She'll take the wolf pelt cloak and try to kind of put it over, maybe over her head a little bit, to try to contain the aura around her.
The flies. All right. We enter into the Haberdash.
Coming in,
As
I
you enter,
walk
you
as
once again. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, I walk as if I was just casually going to buy something, and just look through some clothes in the walls, and then notice the lady in the shop and say, "Hey, Celia, we meet again."
Oh, Icarus, it's good to see you. What are you doing?
Just maybe changing these old rags. What are you doing?
I heard of Vincia's in town, and I wanted to get an outfit before I go ask for a job.
What kind of job?
Well, I heard that she deals with potions and things of that nature. I thought I could lend a hand.
I was kind of looking for you two and wanted to let you know about the third eye potions She's some pretty lady, and I'm
Yeah,
sure you'll two make business.
that's the same place.
Is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
right. Because you guys. That's when we met Sandra Bullock.
Yeah, hair.
Right, that place. Yeah.
Michael Jackson.
I might have said the map icon might have said Third Eye Potions, but the name of it is Avencia's Augury. I think I updated the map icon as well. I could be wrong. But she says, yeah, that's actually, yeah, she's a lovely woman, and hopefully I'll get a job, and maybe you can come in, and I'll have potions or something waiting for you guys after a while.
I recommended you to her. So
Well, thank you.
I think this is in the bag.
Thank you, Icarus.
You have a good day. And as I
You as
leave
well.
without purchasing anything.
Okay. You see that the shopkeeper was kind of busy tending to other customers anyway, so he didn't notice. All right. Now that you guys have been to Scrans and the Habendash, what is the plan with the remainder of the day? As it is now a little bit closer to 5:30, 6 o'clock. You see a lot of these shops are kind of closing up for the day. Many people are headed to the inns or home.
I am kind of beaten up and out of spells, so I want to go to the inn. And that's where I told the party to meet me.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we should meet up at the inn and just talk to our new party member, because at the minute they only know my character's name.
I thought
Fine by
Icarus
me.
introduced himself. I could be wrong. All right. Let me pull you guys to the Theater of the Mind and get you guys on here, actually. But as you guys enter into the tap room, it seems to be bustling. There's many people in here right now. People coming after the workday. You see that Danica is running back and forth, and the kids seem to be helping out, making food and drinks, and it seems to be everyone's on their toes. The friendly bard that you guys met is entertaining another table of people as drinks are getting passed around, and it definitely seems like everyone is going to be enjoying themselves tonight.
I approach the bard and tell him, keep the show going, Rictavio, and I toss him a silver piece.
That reminded me of Spider-Man 3 when he fucking hands the girl the money. He's finding some shade. I don't know why that reminded me of that, but that's just... Oh Lord. And you hear him just telling this epic tale of this time where he had dealt with goblins and they seem to, I don't know, I was about to just totally rip off Baldur's Gate. I had that in my mind. But he just tells this epic tale of this adventure that he had gone on long ago.
Tell the tale of Norixius.
I'm not familiar with Neurixius. All right, you guys getting drinks then?
I'm approaching the Danica and telling, I would like to have the best wine you got. I don't know you don't have much left, but rounds for everyone around the birthday.
Okay.
How much will that be?
Let me open it up for you. Take a gander. Look around. Stay a while.
A bangers and mash? Hell yeah!
Oh, I'm gonna order an eggs and mash.
And as you guys place your orders, you see her become
Oh no, I had the only one!
distraught. Oh, let me add more in there. But you see her just, she seems overwhelmed at the moment, but still happy for the business. After waiting a little bit, your food gets put up on the table or on the little island, and your drinks are prepared. As it's great mash wine, as that seems to be the best you have. Before dealing perhaps with going to the Wizard of Wines and seeing what's going on. All right. And Kikli, as you enter, your flies seem to be creating almost a zone for you, as people don't seem to say anything about it, but they definitely seem to be at least giving you a couple foot difference.
I'm gonna try to move like as far back of a corner near a window as I can get, just to kind of keep to myself. I mean, still with the group, but just to try to affect as many. And it's not like they're going like super crazy. It's not like it's this like AoE aura or anything like that.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, they're gonna keep around me, but it is a little disturbing to see someone walk in with a bunch of flies around their head, especially into an eating establishment.
There's one old guy on a table adjacent to us who keeps
Right.
ordering soup and keeps sending the soup back because there's always a fly in it.
No soup for you.
So, what's the deal with all of the insects?
I'm sorry, it's not really anything that I control. As the land has been tainted, so has the magic of my druidic circle been corrupted and tainted just by the state of the world that we live in. So I just have an affinity with insects and molds and slimes, other things that most people overlook or push to the side as unimportant or ineffective. But if you send enough flies to congregate in one place, they can really do some damage.
Huh.
Well, I brought drink for everyone.
Cheers.
Cheer for new companion here. Raise the glass.
I raise the glass, and as I do so, I examine. Is this the wine we gave to them yesterday?
Oh, well, the wine that you gave to them is the same. It seems to be the most common wine that's around at the moment, given what Schneike's, what's his name? But given what Mr. Mardikoff told you guys yesterday in the kitchen about what's going on with the Wizards of Wine and how there's a delayed shipment.
If I look at the red iron marble, where is it pointed at?
Is that Ludwig's?
Ludwig's.
Are you sure?
It's pointing
Yeah.
6 feet to the ground.
It's pointed at me, huh?
No, the red one points to Iser.
Is
The green
Does
one
it?
points to Icarus. The clear one points to Ludwig.
the clear one? Okay.
For
So
me,
it's
we
like-
have magic marbles that point towards the other members of the group.
Ah,
But
Can we
you
make
see them-
one
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
quickly?
Yeah, you guys could. I mean, you're
'Cause
down
it-
to like
it's
900
Icarus that has
marbles
them,
at
right?
this point. It was Icarus that had them.
I approach the table with everyone that's around and say, so you will be traveling with us from indefinitely, as I understand. I'm talking to Keiko.
Yes. I plan to travel with you.
We have these things as I pull out a bag of nearly 1,000 marbles. These are kind of curious. If you roll them, they are an eye that will always point towards you. So each of us choose a color and roll the marble, handed it to another person. So we have a marble for each person to always know their location. If you're gonna be a part of our group, we would like you to have one as well. So choose a color.
What are the colors that are already chosen?
Red.
Currently chosen, there is amber, blue, clear, green, and red.
Okay, I'll try to find like the sickliest, like pus yellow looking one and roll that for myself.
And I just grab 5 of them, where's my hand? Hand them to you. And say, roll them. Each one of us will take one, so we will always know your location.
Okay, I will do that. That is a very neat trick.
Yeah, it's not. The way that they came up with it, I was like, "Fuck, dude, that's pretty cool." I gotta.
They.
Like, sometimes, you gotta just.
It wasn't supposed to work like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this is like, why has no one else ever done something like this before? That seems really convenient.
It doesn't say how far away you are, but it will point towards you. So if you just follow the eye, you will eventually reach them.
Okay.
Oh, and we'll hand a marble to each one of us. So I will roll a green one. Isor will roll a red one. Raven will roll a blue one. And we will hand them to you, so you will know our location too.
Okay.
Just whatever you do, don't roll them, because then they'll point at you.
If you roll them, they will reset.
How do you keep them from rolling around inside of a pouch and...
No. It means like if you roll them. If they just roll around in a pouch, that's probably fine.
Okay.
Just that if you have them on your hands, make sure you don't drop them.
Okay. I will be sure not to juggle them.
Is that what you were before you were a druid, a juggler?
No. No, but when you live alone, you find ways to entertain yourself.
You pick juggling.
I could full old lady this and take out some sticks and start knitting like some spider webs together if that makes you feel better.
I mean, what would you knit?
A small drawstring sack to put the marbles in. Or the eyes.
I believe
pretty neat.
I still have a... Okay, that's...
Oh god.
I believe I still have a level of exhaustion, so I will tell the group. I'll make sure to get some good rest
I
for
thought you guys were
tomorrow's
good
travel.
after the last night.
No, he picked up loads of levels.
Because I skipped like 2 sessions. Yeah, my bad.
The max was 2 that you guys got. All right, everyone should have a pus yellow eye now.
I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the bin, I
yellow.
think.
Okay.
We can just change it back to yellow, but that is the color that I imagined. She said.
I don't know what's worse is that you used the worst possible misspelling of pus that could really have ever been picked.
How do you spell pus?
Not with two S's.
Are
Yes,
you sure?
do.
No, you don't.
That's how I spell pus.
What?
Probably one of those US versus UK
How do you
spelling things.
spell pus? P-U-S-S, an affectionate term for a cat, or
Yeah, but it's not cat yellow. It's pus
coquettish
yellow.
girl or young woman. What the fuck? It is
What the-
P-U-S.
Oh, I guess it is P-U-S. I've always
guys
spelled
are
it with two
fucking
as well.
illiterate.
That's probably why Midjourney said
pronounced
that I
kid.
had to appeal the one that said puss.
That's why you got warning struck.
Yeah, I was like, why? Why is it warning me as puss now? That makes a lot more sense.
You have educated us. I've always spelled it with two S's as well.
We're even now because you taught me the divide thing on Foundry, and
Wait, no, I've taught you two things. That's not
Yeah.
making anything even. I've just taught you how making things even works. That's 3 to me.
now we're down 3. God. All right. Back at the tavern, what would you guys like to do? Just sitting around drinking.
Is this a tavern or
Socializing.
So what can you
What'd you
tell
say?
us?
Icarus, what'd
is
you
this
say?
a tavern or the inn?
They're the same. Well, it's an inn because there's beds,
Okay.
right? Can tavern have beds?
Yeah, taverns shouldn't have beds, so it's more like an inn.
What else can you tell us about your family?
There's not much else to say. I mean, we have been here, as I said, since before the corruption. The stories of my ancestors go back for centuries. We were servants to the Fae that cared for the land before the mist came in. And while most of my order have long since been killed off or lost to places unknown, there are still a few families that as I said, try to uphold the old traditions, and in the hopes that when the Fae return from hiding, we will be able to help them
Are the
finally.
Fae hiding?
They are. They
Some,
forest.
yes.
You,
We
you,
were told they were destroyed.
They were not. Not the green forest. No, the forest Fae. They ran to the Laki and took human form. Red Fae hit the mountains. But do you know any Fae inside of Valaki? Because we've heard stories that they fled here.
I don't. The few times that I have come to the town, I have not been able to find them. They haven't made themselves known to me, which I can understand. I mean, that was a long time ago, and if they're not ready to make themselves known, any small exposure could make them extremely vulnerable.
Understandable.
Do you have any kind of unfinished business or tasks that you need doing? Because we've got a little list of everyone's stuff that they're working on.
really just one lifelong goal, to see the land healed and the people freed from this corruption, from this mist, from whatever it is that keeps this land enslaved as it is.
That's a noble goal if I ever heard it. So while looking around in the bar, are we able to see Wadpool in here?
You don't currently see him in here, but you do notice a couple others that you might have seen around town. Raven notices one that they definitely would have seen with Arya the other day. It would be the one that's currently nearest the bar, and then
This one over here.
yeah, a lot of you would also notice that this kind of smaller man that's sitting at the center table, kind of listening to Rictavio, seems to be the blacksmith that was working outside of Wayland's. But you guys didn't speak to him, but you definitely would have seen him while entering and exiting.
And then we've got the kid and then the older brother that we got the
No,
thing.
those are different brothers.
Oh, okay.
They seem to have the same facial structures as well as hair, color, and kind of bodies as the man you spoke to, Erwin, as well as the bartender, Danica. They seem to be their kids.
What did I see the weirdo at the bar doing with Arya yesterday?
You didn't see them with Arya. You just saw them at the tavern, just kind of conversing, getting.
No, I mean me with Arya. What did I see this weirdo doing?
You saw him, like I just said, just conversing, getting drinks. He definitely looks to be a strange man, but he dresses kind of noble. He seems to be kind of posh individual. He seems he's definitely upscale. So, Walton Goggins. Let's see. Mr. Walton Goggins. For who? It's no. I honestly don't know how you're gonna get this one because I don't really think that he looks like who it says it is. Do you guys want me to tell you who it's supposed to be?
Who?
We can
Which one?
We can wait
Who
and see.
Ernst is supposed to be?
Oh no, I meant this guy.
Oh yeah. So, Mia, one cool kind of thing. The guy that makes a lot of these modules, when he makes tokens, he'll use actors a lot of times to make the tokens. So
I
these
thought
guys
you
are
were the
always-
one doing that.
I do for some of them, but a lot of them I don't. But for some of them, they'll these guys will always be like, "Oh, this is so and so," because if you guess it correctly, the first one to get it gets inspiration. So they're always trying to guess who the actor is on the token.
Yeah, it's driving me crazy because I recognize a lot of them, but I'm really, really bad with names.
You say
like,
the TV series
Right.
or show. That's fine.
yeah, this one does Izor's player get credit because it looks like him, with the beard.
It took me a second to realize what you're saying.
I tried as well. It was yeah.
This one looks familiar. This one.
Yeah,
This
everyone
one.
here right now is based on an actor.
That's Robin
This
Hood,
one
the bad guy.
looks like the kid from Terminator. The television show that they had here in the States, but I don't know what his name is.
This is probably a good time as any to take our bio break, and we'll come back in 5 or 10 minutes. So. Oh, good fun there with the Dungeons and the Dragons.
Oh boy, we dungeoning and dragoning.
So how far is everyone into Baldur's Gate?
Level 8.5.
Zero.
Still no spoilers though.
Yeah, I just hit level 5 on my second playthrough last night.
Second playthrough, you animal.
Yeah, it's a great game. And I'm looking forward to it because here in a day or two, or definitely this week, the collector's edition should be arriving.
What?
So I'll definitely do like an unboxing or at least send pictures of the poster and the cards and the stuff that comes in it.
Did you have it sent to your new address, your old one?
It's going to my parents because they've lived there forever. So
Good shout. You still down to do our run?
yeah, definitely that'd be fun. I bet Icer would be down too.
I am done to.
Dude, your PC can't even run Roll20. It would catch on fire if it tried running Baldur's Gate 3.
When you were talking about the 6-hour run?
What 6-hour run?
The
No,
6 hour-
not playing for 6 hours tonight. Playing Baldur's Gate.
Fuck.
Oh,
I definitely can't do 6 hours tonight because that would end at 4 a.m. But I'd be happy to go like an extra 1 hour or something.
Oh wow, nice.
wow. Yeah, I bought the collector's disc back in January. What's up, Mia?
No, I was just gonna say that I've decided to punish myself in Baldur's Gate 3 and try to play through it without using guidance on every roll.
Good luck.
Yeah, I've been arrested 3 times
Oh,
My God. Troublemaker.
because I can't roll. Like, all the children in the Emerald Grove hate me.
the real test would be to play it without loading saves.
Yeah, that would be my real handicap for myself.
Because I didn't want to do any save loading stuff, but then there was one corridor of traps that just pissed me off, and I had to reload like 50 times.
And then you get addicted, and then you're
That-
like, okay.
Not addicted, it's just it's broken then. Like, that's it. Like, the cat's out of the bag.
Yeah. I saw some post on Facebook that said, my favorite spells in the game are F5 and F8.
Is Lee Unkrich in the room with us?
Is who? Lee Unkrich?
Lee Unkrich.
I'm sorry, I'm not sure who you're saying.
Oh, it's the actor, is what you mean.
Yeah.
Oh, no. No, all these actors are... I don't know. They should be well known enough to be guests.
Tony Robbins.
Tony Robbins. The guy from Shawshank Redemption. Is that who you're talking about?
I don't know
Yeah,
if
Tony
he
Robbins.
actually acted in that.
No. All right.
I'm not a
you guys
movie
ready?
guy, so
Yeah,
Yep.
we are indeed.
Yep.
Okay. All right. You guys were just having a nice little discussion.
You guys should tell our new
Yes,
person the
Ent is
characters'
here.
names.
Anson's here, man.
What
Wait,
should I
Ent
tell
is
them?
here?
Yeah, he is.
Oh,
Oh,
my
man.
birthday event that I was going to for my kid ended early.
Hello.
Hey,
Nice.
welcome in.
Are you good to join us?
Yeah, I'm trying to hop on right now.
Oh, cool. We'll give you a couple
We're
minutes. to
just
join.
talking about making a session like an hour longer. If you're down for
Our
that.
break just ended.
Okay.
You sound tired.
Oh, it was freaking had us outside. It was hot.
Oh yeah.
I'll spend a
Wait,
storm.
were you at the Furicon?
No, that's next. No, that's next weekend.
Oh, okay.
I won't argue. There's gonna be some people dressed up
So
like
we got
furries there.
we got a couple furries in this group.
No, I have friends who are, so I accept the love of it, but I'm never dressing up as one.
I thought that one was more anime than
Yeah, it's
furry.
anime. Yeah, no, my thing is
Oh,
anime.
okay.
If he wants to call it a furry, I'll let him do it. There are always people dressed up as wolves and foxes, so
I don't know
Yeah.
how people do that.
I want to go to
Right
sleep.
in my normal clothes. You want to go to bed? Okay.
Yeah.
Haynes, are you in here?
yeah, but it should be in there. Yeah, I'm in there.
Okay. So while you were gone, it's only been a few hours since you guys were leaving the lake, but along the way, you guys came across a strange encounter going on where a lizard folk woman was protecting what seemed to be a normal bunny while being chased by a ghoulish, eldritch, warlock-ish woman. And a fight broke out. You guys ended up defeating the shadowy creatures as this woman ended up leaving, realizing that they weren't going to be able to defeat this newest person you guys had found. And then that is where you guys made your way back to Valaki. A couple stops in here. Icarus went and found Celia at the Havendash, and Iser and the gang went to Scrans. They learned that it's actually Emil and their daughter Zulinkia are actually involved with a pack of werewolves, and you guys were told to go to Kresk and speak to Derevich. Does that sound right?
Stoyanovich.
No, that's the dude's last name.
Darwich and Kresk knows where the gun is.
Yeah.
Oh, Darovich and Kresk knows about the werewolves, and Stoyanovich is one of the werewolves.
Yeah, Kirill Stavoinovich, the werewolf den, seems to be a power-hungry person, and that seems to be the reason that the couple wasn't able to meet at the last family reunion. After that, the group met up at the inn. Seems to be a happening place at the moment. Many of the townsfolk you guys have ran into over the last day or two seem to be in here, and everyone just seems to be drinking, enjoying themselves, and Icarus just said that they are going to run off to bed as they feel exhausted. And that leaves
And by
the
the way,
remaining four of you at the table.
Where's the Pus Yellow? Oh yeah, the Pus Yellow Amber marble belongs to Kaikali?
Kiekli.
Okay.
Well, guys, I am somewhat injured, so I think I'll head off to bed too.
What? No, just stay and talk to.
What do you mean somewhat injured?
I'm barely injured. I have 3 points of damage.
I am injured.
But why every time that we're assembled as a group in a non-combat setting, everyone just leaves immediately? Just
Okay, are you gonna buy me a drink?
Already
we've already
did.
we've already bought you a drink.
Oh, here it is. All right,
Yeah,
I'll
some
stay.
mashed wine.
Well,
I
while
swear to
everyone
God.
is having more drinks, I want to set up candles around me.
What are you trying to make this romantic now?
Icarus is getting sensual while you guys are
No, I'm alone in
Where's
my
this
room.
going?
He's preparing the room.
I am
Well,
alone
when
in my
we return.
room.
Who do you
Instead-
think who's sharing a room with
working
Icarus? Because they're in for a sight when they open that door.
No, you remember you guys got enough rooms, and then Icarus saw, no, I'm not sleeping with you guys. I'll get my
Oh.
own room.
And yeah,
enough.
I'm lighting up the candles and just sitting in the middle as a ritual to communicate with my patron.
He's that high class follower. Let me see.
Or
here.
not communicate, but at least to like as a ritual, you know, like yeah. To say like I'm still a loyal follower.
We've been waiting for you. You are growing powerful.
Am I really getting a potion?
That's not weird at all.
As you sit there and wonder if that was even real, the candles' lights just dissipate. And it becomes just normal light in the room again.
That's all the message I needed to continue the path I'm walking. And then I tuck myself in bed.
Oh, so sinister.
Would I be able to have any insight on the werewolves around Vallaki to help locate the daughter and son-in-law?
I would say that you would have some insight as to. Is my voice thing still on?
No, it's back to normal. It's back to normal.
So you would know about the werewolves in the land, but given how you said where your family generally stays, you wouldn't know a location per se, but you would know that it happens more on the western front, on the western slope of Barovia itself.
Okay. I think I would just share that general information then. If you choose to help locate the werewolf's den, that this is where I have experienced and where I know that they tend to go.
Would you be able to draw that on our group map?
Sure.
So basically, they know kind of that a general radius, what is generally thought of to where werewolves are, they kind of stay off in this general vicinity.
It's only a 7-mile radius. That's not too bad, to be fair. We've had worse search areas.
Well, they did say that they were close to the tower. And there's only one tower, so that general vicinity just confirms that it may be around what we believe is the Wizard of Crest's tower, or Wizard of Kazan, the Wizard's tower.
I think you found out about Kazan before I joined the group. Who's Kazan?
So, in the Fates of Barovia, and the other books I've gathered, there was a druid that was the protector of the Amber Temple. He helped protect it against the darkness, as they locked up the darkness in the Amber Temple, and he turned druid into wizard to take care of that no one entered, protected it with a green flame spell so that Strahd could not enter the temple. And now what we've heard or gathered is that he may reside in the temple.
Huh.
I read a book about the history of what happened during the fall of the gates of Stolinka, I believe. And that's why I asked Yakli, my bad. I'll get it right. Yakli. About the Ursery, because the Ursery were the ones protecting the gates. I guess I am in my bed sleeping, so I wouldn't be having this conversation. Let's say this happened before.
Or you tuck yourself in bed, you wake up, you're like, shit, no, I want to hang out with my friends, and you come back and hang out with us.
Yeah, that could also happen. The Ursery are the ones that protected the Stolinka path, which I believe leads towards the Ember Temple, based on what I read. They fell because they were cursed to age way faster than they should have, so they the Ursary warriors became old women who couldn't stand a fight anymore, and they were easily taken down by Threat's army. I think I'm forgetting a very important detail.
Yes, but fortunately, before they were able to fall, the last one held the line so that the wizard Hassan could cast the spell on the gate so they could not pass.
So those two books connect, huh?
They do. Well, all 4 books that I have played connects.
I would say well, after, if you guys want to check the werewolf thing going on around, I do want to go to Solinka Path as soon as we can.
It's way, way down south.
You guys want me to pull the map back up?
Yeah, please.
For my knowledge, where is this path in relation to the werewolves?
Far down to the south.
Within these mountains.
This is the gate that
okay.
they protected.
These are presumably the gates of Solinka. This is the Solinka Path. And then the Ember Temple is somewhere around within these mountains. That based on the knowledge we have gathered with books and such.
Yeah, my family has not, been that far south. For sure, we tend to stay around Lake Zarovich, and just have had, at least in my generation, interaction with the town of Valaki.
I think there's a good route we could take where we check out the fortress by the river that Ezor wants to go to, Carrion Woods werewolf check, Carrion Woods tower, and then start heading south towards the pass. But
seeing this map, the most optimal path would be checking the tower. I don't know what town this is.
That's a city.
Maybe it's Kresk.
I think this is the vineyard with the Wizard of Wine, right?
It should. That may be it.
It has fields.
So we could go to the tower and then veer towards the fortress that Izor wants to check in, and then go to Solinka. No, just kidding.
I think we might die because it's protected. We definitely need to visit at least the wizard first, and if not Kresk.
So what are you guys doing with this little girl this whole time while you guys are all sitting around at this bar?
What do you mean? She's got wine?
I'll let her play with Nightmare.
She's got guns? She's got a familiar? The kid's doing fine.
Yeah.
The kid is in the room where I was doing a ritual.
In your room where you were lighting candles and...
Yeah, the kid was the one who was talking, right? That's what the voice modulator was for.
Chris Hansen walked in. What are you doing here?
I summoned a demon to speak like that. We get immersive in here. All right. So where do you guys plan on going next?
Nowhere. We're just going to take a long rest at the tavern, and then immediately tomorrow we have to drop the kid off. I thought you guys wanted to look into the local book club where they all dress up. I thought that was a thing you wanted to do.
There's multiple things I at least want to do in town.
Then why are we worried about leaving for Solinka Pass, which is 3, 4, 5 weeks away? Why don't we finish up here first?
I think there's a lot of bad elements in this town, and to protect it, I think we have to tie up some loose ends in here before we get away. We don't want to leave this town vulnerable. We know that the devil, Strahd, would try to destroy
Don't
the
say the
gates.
devil and then also say his name.
I was just referring to it because I didn't know if Yakli would know.
He who
that
must not be
his-
named, Lord Voldemort.
It's illegal.
I know.
You can't say-
It was just to make it more clear who was speaking about.
I
would
believe
not
if you
mention
say
it.
the devil, everyone in Barovia will know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
We're good on that. Long rest, yeah.
A long rest.
Yep, long rest. I'm looking at like, so I can go to bed now, right?
We're going to bed.
Is
No, I
anyone
thought we-
doing anything before bed?
You haven't even told our new person your name.
I know.
I did.
That's Nightmare. I'm Ends. Nice to meet you.
Kiakli.
Nightmare,
Is my
don't eat the
name.
kid. Kirkly?
Kiakli.
Is that with 2 Q's or a K?
Okay. Several.
Alright.
I think,
Oh.
actually.
I believe
I'm
it's
not sure-
Kiakli, right?
It is, but I'm just thinking, I don't know, seeing as I am a hermit that lives in the woods.
Yeah, would you stay with them? Is what I was about to ask you.
Well,
Hey,
no, I
you want
would
us to stay inside or
stay with
outside?
them. I would
You want-
stay with them. I'll stay inside. I'm just not sure. I mean, I have to be educated. I have to be able to read. But I don't know that I would necessarily know how to spell. My name is more just the sounds that were said at me to identify me by my family. So I don't know that I would actually know how to spell it.
Well, what did you put on your immigration documents?
I think I
Hey.
spelled it out phonetically as I did further up in the chat. Kiakli.
Yeah.
Hey, I got enough books. We can teach you how to read and write down the line. But for now, I will call you Kirkly. Or Kickley. You know what? I had enough wine. We'll find out how this name works. For now, welcome to the group. May you live
Thank you.
longer than some of the others.
And while you guys are standing around the table drinking, you see Rictavio kind of get off of the boxes he was standing on and, well, how about a round of shots?
All right.
Read the room, Rictavio. Everyone's going to bed.
It started with shots. I mean, hey, let's keep going.
Well, come on. I know you're going to bed, but what is a
Wait, is it
nightcap?
wine? Is it wine shots?
Danica, what have you got back there? Can you mix us up something shot-like?
I'm gonna put water in it, I bet.
So, she brings out to you guys this kind of a strange color. It doesn't look necessarily like a dark liquor. It doesn't necessarily look clear. It looks like a mixture between it's kind of a opaque brown in a way.
Is this
But,
toilet water?
Rictavio says, to adventure, to being in this hellscape, and, well, to friendship. And
I'll cheer to that.
sets it on the table and
Friendship.
drowns it back. And you see his face just kind of...
Yeah, I'll take a shot. Can't be too bad.
Well,
I have to be always on my senses in case I have to receive a message from the beyond.
As he's gonna... You see, he's kind of seems a little drunk, but... You see, he seems a little sad. They didn't want Piccolo in here.
Who?
Piccolo, my little monkey friend.
Oh,
I had to give him to Blinsky.
oh, that is the monkey at Blinsky's. That's your companion. Keep
Yeah,
around.
good friend of mine. Yeah, for a small exchange, I gave him the monkey, but I do miss him. I do.
You know, the other tavern in town would have definitely let you keep a monkey.
Yeah, they might have, but this is where I wanted to be. It's been quite lonely and sad without him. He's a good friend.
You want us to, like, jailbreak the monkey?
No. It was Blinsky's doing me a favor, and for a bit of a trade, he took him off my hands for safety reasons.
Say, whilst you were at Blinsky's, you didn't happen to see a giant guy ordering dolls of a little girl with red hair?
I didn't see him make the order perchance, but if you're speaking on Isaac, yes, I've seen him outside of Blinsky's many times. That's the burgomaster's right-hand man, or I suppose left in this case. And he kind of gestures to the strangest arm that the man that you guys were following today seemed to have.
Ah,
You ever see where he goes? Because for a guy that big, he really gave us the slip.
I try to stay out of business that doesn't involve me, but I know he's kind of has dealings all over town. He does a lot for the burgomaster.
we heard that there's strange lights at night coming from the burgomaster's house or manor. What do you make of that?
That I don't know much of. I haven't gotten too close to the burgomaster. Haven't had a chance to. I spend a lot of my time here.
Oh, you do speak to a lot of people, don't you? As a resident bard.
Well, as one does in my profession, I suppose. You seem to have lost a face and gained another. Who is this?
Kirkley.
Elbow Kearkley. Go on, introduce yourself. He's okay.
You can call me Kiakli. And I think as in a gesture of good faith, since we are going to take a rest for the night, I would like to Kiakli kind of puts her hands on the table, and as she brings them away, kind of forming like this orb. Wait a minute, is magic is okay in here, right?
Somebody didn't read the law.
Yeah, someone didn't check the immigration documents.
No. That's why I said, hold on. I don't remember
they
that
are
actually
very
being a
strict
handout.
Yeah,
It's alright,
no,
this
here we
guy's
go.
not a snitch.
I did. There is a hand.
Yeah,
I
it's
just
the
can't
rules
seem to
of
find
the
it.
lucky.
I did, I just found it.
Okay.
Okay, so I would have declared my magic.
Oh my god, do you think Icarus
Using
is
magic-
going to prison because someone oversaw him doing dark rituals in his room at night? Oh!
Okay,
This is
so
intimate
using
roleplay.
magic in the city limits is punishable by death. And while this isn't necessarily magic, it would have... So you know what? I'm not going to do anything. So forget that. I'm just going to introduce myself and hold out a hand that may have a few insects crawling down it.
That's not weird at all.
Oh no, also, so this lizard folk person that is your new companion has a constant like swarm of like
the swamp
insects
keeper.
and spores that
Yeah.
that she is currently trying to keep contained with a white wolf pelt cloak that Raven got for her.
I can respect it. Yeah.
Pleasure to meet you. I say, these strange flies you have, it would make a good act at the carnival that I run. People might, I don't know, I'm thinking might be something we could work with anyway. But come by sometime, you'll have to see. But pleasure to meet you. I'm Rick Tavio.
Pleasure to meet you. I
We'll
will
never run out of
keep that in
snacks.
mind.
Well, I'm going to hit the head. I will perhaps see you guys.
Good night.
Do you guys think, in the same way that he tells us loads of gossip about other people, do you think he tells other people loads of gossip about us?
Oh, I bet he's a chatterbox. He definitely has to be a chatterbox.
Goes both ways. I mean,
What would you guys like to do with the remainder of your night?
We're doing shots, right? Us, the 6-year-old kid that we rescued.
The 6-year-old is conked out. She is exhausted. She has been tapped in a burlap sack, thrown underwater, tossed in a pit with dead innards. She's exhausted.
It's also, they had that moment where, you know, when you go shopping and your parents meet someone else's parents and they just start talking, it's
Oh,
just
yes.
that. It's just been that for like 4 hours. They're asleep on that, like, couch.
You already wanted to leave, and then they stop. And, yeah.
We were literally leaving and we got stopped by this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, we're the worst babysitters ever.
I will have Nightmare. Like, I'll put her on Nightmare's back and just say, okay, guys, night. We'll just head up to our room. Go to the room.
And it's about 8:30 now. The tavern is pretty lively, but as you guys make your way upstairs, the sound kind of dissipates out. The clanking of the dishes, as well as the footsteps, kind of get a little bit quieter and drowned out due to the walls as you guys make your way to your rooms. Anyone like to do anything before bed?
I'll roll 1d3 to see how many charges of all my motion fields do I get. Full charges, nice.
Nice.
well, I've yet to been able to contact my deity in let's say 25 sessions probably. Let's try.
Cozy.
We'll roll for that, Bo.
Yeah, let's see.
So I am trying to contact the.
You have never had a log contacting your god in none of the campaigns we've played.
So I'm contacting the avatar of Null. But let me see, is it Chronepsis? I think it is.
If you knew his name, that might help contacting him.
Wrong number.
Yeah.
Religion.
What'd you
It'd be
say?
the same, huh?
You roll history.
Oh, sorry.
It'd be religion.
Yeah, it's still
Also
minus
would
one.
help when contacting.
Yeah, see. Maybe you'll do better. Are you lighting candles? Are you gonna make it sensual at all, like Icarus did?
That was not sensual.
You haven't seen sensual.
That was only one candle.
How the fuck do you spell your god's name?
It's Null. It's to it's the farrier of dragons to the afterlife. And it's got
Yes. So are we just gonna stick with that 13, or did you want to roll religion?
I'll stick with 13. That's probably the best
Okay.
roll I've ever had.
Okay. You get the sense that something's trying to connect to you,
Whoa.
but it's almost as if something's blocking it.
Oh.
You're not devoured enough.
Shadowfell must be far away.
Roll me an Arcana check.
That's also. Much of the same.
So you can tell based on what you've been reading that you think that the land itself might have something to do with why it's so hard to contact your god. But that's about all you're able to infer.
I go to bed.
Okay.
A mimir.
As you guys wake up in the morning, you find yourselves feeling invigorated and powerful as you guys all got a successful night of sleep.
Almost.
That's like cock tease if there ever was one.
I know you said you were retconning Ludwig giving anyone anything, but because I was gonna during the night examine and appreciate my shiny new necklace that I don't know is cursed that he gave me, and I think that whilst offloading all of his protective gear, maybe not, but maybe he still gave me the cursed thing.
You couldn't take it off.
He wouldn't be able to.
Oh, he couldn't give it to me if he wanted to.
No.
Nope.
What a
I
stupid
believe
bitch.
Ludwig said he would give me the cursed necklace that they found in the kid with the demon.
The kid's demon neck.
He could give you that. Yeah, he could have given you that. But
He said he did.
oh, okay. Don't yell at me, please. Sensitive.
If he gets something, I want something. I want to loot Ludwig.
No, on his sheet, he doesn't even have it. He must have deleted it already.
So you just deleted it?
No, I swear to God. I could take a screenshot. I just opened his sheet up.
It's right here. It's Demon Locker. Look.
It's
Where?
a locket, not a necklace,
Above
yeah.
Wolf Pal, the Demon Locket.
That's some creepy stuff you guys.
Oh, I
Below
see.
the marble.
It's in loot. I was looking in. I don't know why. I was looking in equipment. Okay, it's on your
Okay,
sheet
do I
now,
get
Chris.
to inspect it?
Sure. What are you trying to see on?
I guess I would have known that the demon summoned the locket summoned the demon.
Roll me an Arcana.
I'm not as bad as I, sir.
So you would have learned in your studies with your former people that this locket, a lot of times these are used more so as a cell, a kind of holding spot for souls themselves that might be damaged or evil in a way. And something had trapped this demon inside of this locket. And due to a crack that seems to be on the side of the locket, it escaped. And that was what was causing and wreaking the havoc that was going on in the orphanage. So now it just seems to be a mundane locket.
Ah, shit. With that roll, would I know how to use it?
You would know how to use it. You had seen. Well, I would say you're not exactly perfect at using it, but you would know how to use it, the basics of it. You've seen
But it is
the
broken.
elders of your people, yeah, and with the crack on it, it doesn't know how to use, or you wouldn't know how to use it. What do you know now?
I just figured it out. It's definitely not something my character would know.
Okay. Anyone else doing
Okay.
anything before or in the morning?
Do some target practice, but that's it.
You shooting at the dartboard or?
More like I'm just like shooting at, like, wait, I go outside, just aim, pick a tree, and stick some shots at it. Because I have my. Where is it? I know I had it. Here we are. Inventory. I got my new bow, so I'm testing it out. Getting all the bad shots out of the way.
Very cool. Keekly, are you doing anything in the morning?
I think that I probably have some kind of ritual that I go through. I'll probably go out if this Inn and Tavern have like a stable area somewhere that's where I can get access to like just the ground, but not like out in the middle of town. There's nothing magical about it, just more ritualistic prayers and maybe a little meditation just to kind of reconnect myself with the land as well as I can, and in consideration of the fact that I will possibly be traveling with this group of people for a while, I got distracted by grass, by Raven, and I think I would send as many of the insects as I could back into the earth. But there will still be the slight like halo of spores that kind of hovers around me.
Okay. And as you go to get this kind of peace of mind, as you enter the stable, you just hear this distinct sounds of birds squawking, and you see a singular horse that seems to be in there.
Just to clarify, is the horse squawking like a bird?
No. There's one
Okay.
horse in there, and above the stables about 20 feet high with vaulted ceilings. In the ceilings, there seems to be kind of, I don't know what, like a flock of ravens. I was gonna say a gaggle of geese, but that doesn't make sense.
Really?
But
Rooftop
yes.
geese, though, to be fair.
There seems to be, and well, I mean, obviously you guys wouldn't notice this, but Mia would have most certainly.
I'm gonna
They
test this
went
out,
into
so I blow on it.
I'll keep an eye on the ravens because I do not trust the blackbirds in any way, shape, or form.
Not like this place then, because you would have noticed many raven motifs that are kind of carved and encrusted into much of the bed frames, much of the furniture. Yes, just kind of small raven-esque motifs that seem to pop up here and there in the tavern.
I don't think that the motifs would be a problem, but seeing, well, actually, no. I would say if it is like a collection of ravens or even like crows or anything like that, it's really more, she is... Kiekli would be made nervous if it was one single raven.
No, it's like multiple.
Okay, then that's not a problem.
Anywhere from 5 to 10, depending on however many you can catch in a given moment.
Okay. Yeah, it's really more, right, a murder. Although, is that only crows or is that ravens as well?
I believe it's a conspiracy of ravens.
Conspiracy of ravens.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'll probably take a moment after I have kind of centered myself. I will attempt to like pet and brush the horse, and then go back inside to find everyone else.
Where were these?
Handling as you go to approach this horse. What's up, Heiser?
At what place were these, and where were the symbols carved?
So you notice them as you're entering the building. There seems to be a kind of sigil on the door itself. The bottoms of the mugs have them. The corners of the bed seem to have these kind of raven motifs. You notice that many of the doors seem to have sigils of them in a way, as well as the foots of the bed. As you go to approach this horse, it seems to be really standoffish at first. Go, roll it again with advantage, we'll say, as you were kind of getting in tune with your druidic nature.
Well, I was also going to say, if I can, if I approach it and it kind of backs away from me, can I try to just, like, call to the fleas or something to get some of the like small insects or what have you to come off of the horse to maybe make it feel a little better and be more amenable
Yeah.
to me approaching
Yeah, I
it?
would say so.
No.
I would say
like
even
the flies.
even without the roll, I would say given the role play reason of it, as you do that, the horse definitely seems to notice as you approach it, these bugs kind of getting off of it, these bites and itches kind of leaving its body in a sense of ease as you approach. And it seems to be, and you would know just given how long you've been in nature, that this horse is kind of a little bit older, but it has a beautiful gray mare on it.
Kind of
Yeah.
kind of hum under my breath a little bit as I don't imagine there's any brushes or anything out here, so I'll just kind of gently run the claws on my hand through its mane, kind of like a comb, just a few times, just kind of humming under my breath.
And it seems to, at first, be kind of abrasive to your touch, but as you seem to be giving it a combing, it kind of moves its head into your hand and seems to really be enjoying what you're doing to it.
Well, aren't you a you said it's a mare?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just kind of talk to it. Aren't you a pretty girl? No acid claws. I'm impressed, honestly, that you've managed to survive here as long as you have. I'm glad that you seem to be cared for. And
Roll me a perception check.
that's better.
Oh, wonderful. So you notice as you're kind of combing the mare on this horse, that on the, well, I guess it probably wouldn't have its saddle on. We'll say
So
kind of
never
off
mind.
to the side of it, you notice hanging up that on this saddle that's near the horse, the initials engraved into it are R.
RR. Which, I mean, don't really mean anything to me as I've not been in town, but I'll take note of it. Does it seem to be like in like a fancier script, or does it seem to be like flourished or decorative in any way?
Yeah, it seems to be that kind of, I don't know, kind of that cursive that's more loopy. I don't know
Okay.
how to explain it. I hope you know what
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah. Like it's in a fancy script. This isn't
Yeah.
a commoner's saddle. This isn't a
It's
farmer's
not like
horse.
somebody did it themselves either. It's like a nice embroidered by a like a saddle master probably.
Okay. I'll just kind of take note of that. Still kind of clocking the ravens over my shoulder. I'd probably spend a good, let's see, I'd say it was probably only about 5 minutes of meditation in the morning, but then I would spend a good 10-15 minutes combing out the mane of this horse, unless someone came and found me.
Okay, sounds good. Raven
wake
or
up.
Iser, you guys do? Yeah, what's everyone else doing in the morning?
I wake up and for what I saw, the room comes with a meal, so I'll eat that meal and wait to see what everyone else does.
And besides you, I'm sitting, eating my meal.
So, Isor, how do you see this land?
In what way you mean?
Anything you found interesting about it? I know you're want to go to this fortress. I'm still not sure I know why.
Oh, it's because it's the, I'm here, initially I got into this land to search for a relic to help my people gather in Cormyr in greater numbers. Because praying to God is outlawed.
So you're here to retrieve an artifact that once belonged to your people.
No, it never belonged. It's a religious artifact that can help my people gather in
Why
greater
do your
numbers.
people needs it?
Which, with a relic, it would certainly help them elevate their standing within the region, and maybe even be incorporated into the Purple Dragon Knights of Cormyr, and just get more of the dragon, more numbers to gather in our town there. To build a
Are
second
you
city.
stand here,
Hmm?
or did you came on your own will?
Oh no, I was sent here by my uncle.
Family.
Yeah, it's this. They heard about us getting another relic from the mines of Fandelver. And sought me out to maybe help them get this relic. But right now, I don't know what my reasons for being here is probably a lot greater than just finding this relic. I want to help this region.
I have never traveled much. Most of my days have been spent in the mountains, studying, reading, and discovering the arcane. But I'm here for more personal reasons.
Personal reasons. That be?
I'd say before I gathered knowledge for them, now I do it for myself.
Does sound a bit selfish.
Not selfish if you knew what they true intentions were, or what was behind the agenda.
Go on.
Greedy people, they show a face of kindness and good morals, but in reality they just want riches for themselves.
Oh, that's
I
understandable.
discovered all about this, and I thought they didn't knew, but then they sent me to this land to discover the temple and bring back the knowledge that I could find. But I will not do that. If I can, I'll keep the knowledge for myself and teach them a lesson.
That's one way of going about it. So doesn't this region give you some don't you want to help these people out in this land?
If it happens on the way, be that as it may, but why not?
I'm glad you came to that conclusion. I think we definitely need to help these people out.
The less time we take doing nothing, the better. As I stand up and just walk towards the exit of the inn.
Raven, while everyone else has kind of been up and at him this morning, Inns has been out shooting arrows. Kia Klee was connecting with their nature, their druidic roots. Icarus and Iser had a nice discussion in the morning. What would you have been doing?
I think because everyone else has bailed on the kid, I think they're on babysitting duty. So I think that they would most likely be checking that the kid's okay, asking like who specifically their parents are and what they look like, so that when we find them, we know it's the right people. Asking where about the Red Vistani camp is in relation to Valaki, because they said they know where it is, but we don't know where it is. Just getting to know the kid and trying to figure out, because I've never met any Red Vistani, but the rest of the group were fully on board with genociding them, and this is the first exposure I've ever had.
No.
And it's just an innocent child.
One person that wanted to kill them. He's not
So
even.
you would, after spending a little bit of time with Arabelle, she tells you that the Vistani are just located a little bit southwest.
Oh, okay,
where
that's easy
you
enough.
guys currently are, so not very far at all. And then she tells you that her father, his name,
Say something.
Holy shit, he's Timmy Wompson.
Aragol.
Aragol? Oh my god, that's the name of a werewolf in World of Warcraft.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like one of the biggest ones.
Yep, sure is.
Why do I not know about him?
Trying to make sure. Okay. Yeah. Is there anything else you would ask her about?
If she has any hobbies, what she wants to be when she grows up, all the classic stuff that, someone that doesn't have kids and isn't really sure how to interact with kids does with kids.
She tells you that she wants to be like the great Vistani that have come before her.
We should sacrifice her.
Probably for the best I'm on babysitting duty, to be fair. I'd ask him about what they mean by the Great Vistani. Like, is there just the one, or is there the one Great Vistani?
There are just the greats that have come before me, and my family is very important to my people, and I just want to do them proud one day.
Yeah, well, good luck with that. It's tough to impress every family, and if you don't manage to do it, don't feel like that that's a them problem. It's not a you problem.
Well,
Once my friend Enz has finished shooting that tree, and Icarus seems like he's not eating his breakfast anyway, and I think Kia clears. Okay, they're petting a horse. That seems nice enough. I think we're ready to leave and take you back there. We'll be there by lunch, I think.
Okay. Does anyone want to do anything before setting out for the day?
I'm ready to
good.
go.
All right. So as you guys head out for a little bit, you eventually find your way, making your way through a little bit of clearing that happens in the forest. And as you travel a bit further, you notice kind of a large tent that's up on a hill surrounded by many wagons. But on either side of this hill, kind of surrounding it in a circular fashion, is these strange kind of cabins, these little one-door huts that have been set up.
Just to know, like, in the current party, the only person that is, yeah, the only person that leave the attack by the Vistani at the beginning is Iser. The rest has either gone away or died.
Yes.
Okay.
I would most certainly tell the party before we reach the camp that let's be wary. We have had dealings with the Red Vistani before. They were really nice at the beginning and gave us some fantastic vintage wine. One from the wine wizard. So they definitely visited him, but it was all spiked and we were all held down and robbed of all of our belongings. So whatever you do, don't drink anything they give us.
What if we approach this manner? You act as if you don't know nothing unless someone recognizes you. And they will think we have our guard down, but they don't know we have our guard up, so when they try to do a move on us, we will move first.
I don't think anyone's trying a move. We're returning a lost child. I don't.
Yeah, let's return the girl and then head out.
I think this is a great way to just return the girl.
Or we exchange the girl for something valuable they have.
What? No, this is not. We're not
No.
tiger kidnapping a child. What is the
Hey,
matter with
return
you
the
sometimes?
girl so we can head on.
She's listening to you. Threaten to hold her horse.
They do have
Right,
wine, though.
you two are waiting outside the camp.
Well, I didn't say I was going to do anything. I want to turn the girl over, and that's it.
Okay, Icarus is waiting outside whilst we do this, because you worry me sometimes.
In case something bad happens.
So you guys approaching. What are you guys doing?
We're gonna approach, but I feel like we're gonna leave Icarus.
I'm gonna have the girl ride on Nightmare for now, just to like. Wait, how is the girl considered small or what size is she?
Yeah, she'd be small, not tiny. I mean, she's like 6, so.
So what size is Nightmare? Let me double check something here.
I feel
A
like that's
6-year-old
around,
would be like a halfling
maybe
size.
3.5, 4 feet at that point. At that age.
And where the fuck
Oh, so
are
that's
you?
the gnome size.
Here, double checking something for what size my friend actually is. Right now, no, right, he's small. So yeah, okay, it's fine because I get to ride him at medium. So either way, Nightmare's keeping an eye on the girl. Not doing weird stuff, guys. This is head out.
I'd let the girl ride him.
Okay, the girl riding on Nightmare.
Okay. Where are you guys headed? As you see this site, as you make your way through a little bit of a clearing in the. Oh, excuse me so much. Oh my God, off the trail, little tree line clearing.
Look to Arabella. Which of these houses is yours?
We're usually up in the tent in the wagons.
Then up in the tent we will go.
Okay. So as you guys near the center tent, you notice that outside. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No.
You notice that outside a pile of empty wine casks signal past indulgent. The sharp crack of a whip snaps within the tent, swiftly followed by the anguished howls of a young man. Thick smoke billows from 3 spurtling campfires, casting a haze that obscures the surrounding. Within the hazy scene, 6 Vistani lie sprawled in various states of unconsciousness upon the withered grass. The flaps of the tent are open, revealing a barely conscious young man standing shirtless, his wrists tightly bound by rope. His back bears raw streaks of blood, a testament to the
How about
lashes he has endured.
your audio kind of crashed in the middle of that?
Did it?
Only for me?
Yeah, just for you. They've
My
got
bad.
6 unconscious Vistani and a guy's like bound and whipped.
No, yeah, I got to the part there's a shootless guy standing.
Oh, then you didn't miss anything.
Okay.
An imposing figure clad in studded leather armor wields a horsewhip and ruthlessly inflicts pain on the young man, causing him to scream out in agony. Standing beside the whip-wielding brute, a third man cloaked in studded leather observes the scene from the shadows, his presence commanding yet measured. In an attempt to temper the brutality, the third man addressed the whip-wielding brute as brother, urging restraint. He reassures that the young man, Alexei, has likely learned his lesson. A sense of implied consequences hang in the air, hinting at dark power dynamic within the camp. But as you guys run up, and the man that's standing there giving the lashings out to the man, you see that the young girl go running up to him and just immediately hug him. Dad! As you see her immediately come up and hug.
We don't have visual on the scene.
Oh, excuse me. Really? Interesting. Interesting. How about now?
Yeah, do now.
Okay, cool. As she goes
William.
up and she hugs this man in the middle.
Johnny Depp.
Come on, these ones are all easy ones.
Johnny
Come
Vin
on.
Diesel.
That's not Vin Diesel.
How is that not Vin
Johnny
Diesel?
Depp?
No,
Oh,
it's the other
that's
guy.
the guy. Oh, real quick, I can find this out in a second.
Vin Diesel?
Oh wait, that
Uh,
is the guy of the.
Oh,
Just
They gotta
read the
put it
chat.
called Paul.
Just read the chat and steal it.
okay, that is Josh Brolin.
We didn't read
Yep.
the chat. There's 4 people. You've only put one thing in chat.
Oh yeah, Josh
That
Brolin.
is
That's
Josh
what he is.
Brolin.
I just
Yeah.
saw him in No Country for Old Men. It was a definitely interesting movie.
Yeah.
He's Thanos.
That is Lalo.
Oh, the other guy is he's actually the voice actor for the person. No, he's a Mexican dude who's been in a couple of films.
No, it's
he-
not Lalo.
It's not him?
No.
Come on.
I don't believe so. I think it's the guy.
Oh, that's
from
the
The
guy who
Walking
said
Dead.
It is.
no,
Oh,
that
okay,
is
yeah.
yeah, all right.
This guy likes to sell you cars.
Maybe not.
Actually no, that isn't him. That's the guy from freaking Morbius.
This guy.
No, it's not.
I
That's
know,
not Morbius guy.
I know this guy.
That looks like Jared Leto.
Oh, I know
That's
who
the guy
that
from
is.
Mummy.
Yeah, that's Let's see what's.
He looks kind of like Jared Leto. I'm gonna be honest.
No. It's from the 90s.
Jared Leto is from the
Can we
90s.
just play the game?
Yeah, but
No, it's
It's your
all good.
mini
It's
game,
McConaughey.
dude.
McConaughey.
It is a
McConaughey's
video
guy.
game.
Second.
Yes,
It's your
Matthew
mini game that you
McConaughey,
made.
bro. I'm surprised it took you so long to get Matthew McConaughey. All of you.
No, because I don't remember his name.
No,
No,
That's
and
what-
that's
I
all
know
of
his face.
you. Johan's put it in the chat like 8 minutes ago.
Oh, what?
Did he
Yeah,
really?
whatever. I didn't watch the chat.
Oh yeah, he did. He did.
I just told you steal it from the chat. I'm not gonna say it.
Is
Okay.
is this one what's his name? Arnold Vosloo?
I don't know his real name. Let's look it up.
He
Whoever
was-
That's the one.
He was the Scorpion King in the Mummy, the
Yes,
original
yes,
movies.
Yes.
Ha,
yes.
Arnold Vosloo. That's who he is.
You got inspiration.
Well done, Mia.
That is not Antonio Banderas.
Okay. There is no way. There's no way that's not Stephen Ogg. That looks just like Stephen
It
Ogg.
is. It is.
Okay. Yeah, I said the crazy guy from Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, I'm
Yeah, it
saying
is.
I
Yeah.
would-
Yeah.
yeah.
This one.
So who's being tortured? Who's torturing?
Tonal whiplash.
Whoa. Okay, that's a little frustrating. The man getting whipped is this man right here.
Oh,
Getting whipped
Poor
by
Lalo.
Luvash. Poor Lalo. No, that's Trevor from GTA.
Ah.
Or what's his face from The Walking Dead, if you guys watch that. I don't know his name was on there, but I know he was on it.
Which one
Was
was
he
on The Walking Dead?
Yeah.
This one?
Trevor, the guy from GTA 5.
Hmm.
The guy that's getting whipped.
Is it Alexei? Is his name in here? I get it.
No,
Okay.
I don't think so. The
And
brother,
then this is brother to this,
yeah.
and this hasn't talked or said anything.
No, there's 3 in here. Oh, this is, oh my god. So Isaac, you would notice this one. This is the updated token that they have for him.
Oh no. This
So
is
you
Centauri.
would notice this man. This
Okay.
bald-headed man in here. As he sees your face and immediately seems shocked.
Well, it's nice to see you again, Centauri.
I did not think you would make it.
Neither did I. Hell of a trick
I
to spike
hope,
those rings.
No
So
hard
we've
feelings, I
got-
suppose.
What do you mean no?
Well, I do understand that life is tough here in Barovia, and you are.
Some reckoning that's happening here.
Well, it will, but we can take.
Oh,
that
he's the
in
guy who
discussion.
robbed you guys.
Yeah, it is.
We can
Well,
deal with
only
this
me.
later. Look,
Why
you
don't
brought
you
my,
two
you brought
solve
my,
it?
my daughter back. She's here.
We
I'm
saved her
grateful.
from a monster of the lake. I don't know what she was doing out there, but she's safe now.
Well, please, take a reward. As is tradition, just
Better
pick
not be
one
wine.
of the boxes outside of any of the wagons.
Let me hold you there.
Do I
You-
see any boxes in this wagon?
No, he's
Ah!
more so. He's talking. So it's kind of the central tent, and then you guys notice on either side, kind of forming a square around the tent, is wagons that are touching.
I'll say, let me hold you there. If the others agree, I would like to ask these men some questions alone, as I point towards Lalo.
No.
Well, perhaps you can do it
Alongside
out
him.
of my. Do it out of my tent first. I wish to be with my daughter. Take your gift. You can speak to Zentori out there.
No, not Centauri. The guy
He
you were
wants-
torturing.
Why? Why do you want to? He's still bound.
I just want to know the full context of this scene.
I tasked Alexei here with finding out where my daughter was, and he failed. And-
Oh, so that's what's happening. Okay, never mind.
Yes.
So you do you. We will take one of the boxes.
Okay.
Would the boxes contain some of the wine? Because we do have a friend in town that's in great need of some shipments of wine, and I do know that you trading wine in this region.
We right now we do not have much. It seems the Wizards of Wine, it has gone quiet as of late.
What do you think happens to him?
I'm not sure. We've sent many out there, but with my daughter gone missing, I've spent more time looking for her.
Are you the leader of this camp?
I would like to call myself this, yes.
And you don't mind us asking why you delivered a couple of chests full of vampires into the city of Valaki?
Well, as you know, you've been here, according to Zentori, long enough to know at least that the man that sees over this place, he is very powerful, and occasionally he requests things of us to do.
So that was commissioned by the Burgomaster of Valaki.
I think he's
referring to
talking higher up than the local mayor.
Ah,
You're speaking of
That's
the devil, right?
Yes, I am.
Why would you not refuse such a task?
It'd be foolish to refuse.
fear.
Do you understand why you did it? But still, the great city of Valaki might have fallen. Such an action.
Well, if it is willed this way. I thank you for bringing my daughter. I have much to discuss with her. Stop running off.
Be nice, kids run.
But yes, I welcome you. Pick from one of the chests. It seems you have business with Centauri, but perhaps stay tonight. It is getting late. Enjoy drinks, enjoy company.
I'm not sure about getting late. I believe it's 11 a.m.
Fair.
But I'm going to start looking at the chests, guys. Leave that to me. And
I will take Raven aside and start talking lowly to them and say, so, how do you feel about stealing?
it's not stealing; it's a quest reward. They offered us
I
a
know,
chest.
but we could, with a trick I have in here, take the reward and then steal yet another reward.
Listen, I'm not sure what you've got planned, but it sounds dishonest. And I think what I've got planned will get a good
Deal.
reward.
Robber that robs robber has 100 years of forgiveness. Something like that in my language. In a language that I talk makes sense. It rhymes.
I mean, if you're feeling really strongly about your thing, I mean, okay. But I was feeling really good about what I was going to do.
What were you gonna do?
I mean, we're pulled aside, right? So now I'm going to check no one's listening in. And then I'll whisper, he said we can take a pick of any chest. I was going to take all the shit out of all the chests, squeeze all the best stuff into one chest, and take that chest that I've now put all the stuff in.
You
Which is
see while looking at
entirely
the
within
chest,
what they said to do.
they're all for the same, and they all four seem locked.
Yeah, they didn't say pick from a chest without opening it. I'm going to bang those bitches open.
I can open one of the chests.
You're not here!
I'm outside. Why wouldn't I be there?
I'm talking with Raven aside.
Aside from where there's a camp with a single tent, then there's the outside. If you go to the side of the main tent, it's not like we can't see you.
Well, you can see, but you cannot hear.
No,
Okay,
there's-
don't
there's-
walk into a random box and open it.
There's a ring of caravans at the top, and then there's an assortment of houses on the hill. There's easily an aside somewhere. I thought you guys
They're
were
all
still in the
sides.
tent talking to the guy anyway.
This is what it looks like, essentially.
The dude kicked us out. He told us to leave so he could talk to his daughter. Why are we still
Yeah,
in the
and
tent
then
anyway?
none of you left,
Yeah, but you
which I
guys
thought was
noticed the
pretty weird.
chests
I'm not
are
on the map.
inside the tent.
Wait, you
Oh,
said go
they're inside
outside
the-
and pick a chest.
I
Go
thought that
outside, decide which one to pick. It's a custom. You don't know what it is.
just pick a chest. Don't screw it. I like this box. What's in this box?
So,
It seems to just be traveling equipment. The chests
guys
are
treat
in here.
say, I can
Okay,
turn invisible, so we
Oh,
pick a
this is
chest.
why I hate this doing the battle maps. I'd like Theater of the Mind so much more.
Okay, guys,
wait for
pick a
it.
chest. Before making
No,
a
stop
chest,
fucking
this
up
is
our
checkers.
testing. We're doing fine. If everything was fine until you inserted yourself. I'm gonna slyly open the chest, see what's in them.
Okay, which one are you open? Roll me a d4.
I'm opening chest number 2.
Okay, inside chest number 2, you notice. Let me.
But wait, we can Peek at them and then choose?
No, that's not how it's supposed to work.
It's not how it's supposed to work,
Raven-
but the guy just said pick a chest. He didn't say pick a chest blind.
Okay, he did because you're not supposed to know.
Starting to
what's in
see
the
why
crate.
you guys got robbed in the first place.
None of us got robbed. I literally wasn't even in the game.
I thought one person here got robbed.
Only
said
Izor.
Yeah, so I'm looking at Izor. I'm looking to see why you guys got robbed in the first place.
Well, I'm taking no
Look, it
part
says-
of the
Right
things.
You,
here.
you're not here for this.
You said we're in the
chose-
tent.
You said you weren't in the tent.
We said the chests are in the tent. Where the flip are we? Okay. You thought the boxes were outside and that you were outside the tent on the side, so you aren't in the tent either.
So you find 263 pieces of gold. And
Oh, shit.
it says it's in the treasure wagon. So you made your selection. I hope you're happy.
Wait, what? I literally
Never
said
know.
I'm doing it on the sly. Like I'm sneaking a look in the chest.
Yes, sir. Okay, DM. I think we're. I
Right,
think
there's
the
a
main
huge
question we
confusion
have
over where
are the
anybody
chests
is.
inside or the chests outside.
Yeah.
That's
the first question.
A wagon. That the
Is it
treasure-
inside the tent or outside the tent?
Okay, I'm gonna pull you guys to this map. This is where it is.
'Cause that's the first question. Where is the
This-
chests?
Because
This
he said,
is
get
here.
out my tent and go pick your chest.
This
Yeah,
is
so
where
it is outside. So, I was right, it is outside. I'm gonna go
And
outside.
Raven and I are
The
The
talking.
door of this
outside.
barrel is secured by 2 sturdy iron padlocks. A Vistani individual who roams around the vicinity, exhibiting the characteristics of a watchful guard.
Oh, I see. So there's a guard. Interesting. This is new.
So in my conversation with Raven that we were having aside from the party, so no one could listen,
That makes sense now. Okay, I'm not there. Okay.
I was telling him that I can turn you invisible, so we pick a reward, and you try to sneak and get away, guard. You're not here. Take another chest while you're invisible, and run away with it.
I mean that's just theft.
Yeah, these people rob.
They robbed Izor apparently. I wasn't there. I don't know what happened.
Supposedly, they robbed.
I mean, Ludwig wanted to genocide the entire people over what happened, but he wanted to genocide a lot of people for a lot of things. I'm chalking the whole robbery thing up to I wasn't there, it's nothing to do with me. It happened like 3 weeks before I met any of you. But I'm more than happy to, tell the guard the guy inside didn't say we're not allowed to look in the chests, and then look in all the chests and then pick one.
That sounds smarter. So come with me, and I will take you to one side of a tent where nobody can see us. Is that allowed?
I suppose if you're just trying to talk. Which
Okay.
which wagon are you trying to enter? Ping which one you're
No,
trying
we
to
are
get to.
not getting into a wagon yet. I'm going to take Raven to a place that nobody can see
We're
us.
going to go behind this tree.
Okay.
That's just far enough.
Yeah. And on that tree,
Okay.
I'm going
So you guys go
going
down the hill a little bit.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
unpause it, we can go there, but we can't do anything at the minute.
I want a stealth check so we can see if they're just skipping us. You guys are just leaving us here. What, like? Okay.
You can't even see us. You're inside.
Stop.
the tent talking to the
Okay,
guy.
I'm saying this in a purely what you're doing. I get that, but you do realize that I'm going to sit there, leaving the tent, not knowing where the hell you guys went, being told there was a box we could open, and like, well, fuck, they aren't picking, and just like,
No.
here's a box.
Both of us already said to all of you, leave the chest to me. So if you pick a chest,
Okay, so you
are
said that. I know
explicitly
that. I thought you were
fucking
just like
someone.
dipping us. Like, I'm like, well, what are we supposed to do? Like,
The other part of this, right, is like all of this has took us as humans 30 minutes. In the universe, it's less than 15 seconds. It's
okay,
just
so
like
you
2
told us that you're doing the
sentences.
box. Fine, then I can understand that. But I'm like, are you just leaving us and then not telling us what you're doing? and we're just standing here like idiots, just
No,
twiddling our
there's
thumbs.
no standing there because in terms of characters, our two characters exchange 2 lines of dialogue, walked away, cast a spell that's 6 seconds, and then are going to
Well,
do something.
okay,
Like
but-
less than 15 seconds.
But now I
has
know that you
passed.
told us that, though. At least I know that. I wasn't sure, like, are you just ditching us as well? But you said you
But,
told us
like-
to do the boxes. Fine. By all means, deal with the boxes.
Ditching you would be leaving and not coming in 13 minutes. This is happening in less than 1 minute.
So you're pulling a Batman. Okay, by all means.
Okay, so in here, my hand is going to become like busy and all magically, and as I touch Raven's shoulder, he vanishes. I cannot see you anymore. You do what you will.
Holy shit, I can't see me either. Oh no, there I am. It put my opacity down to like 10%.
And hope this is worth it. As I start walking back towards the camp and say, so Raven's taken doing some nature stuff. He will be back.
I'm gonna sneak up to the guarded thing and is there like a back to it?
Yeah, so you notice that it's kind of back actually where Icarus is standing, because the front side where the guard's kind of roaming back and forth, that seems to be where the horse would tack on. But as you guys see on the back of this wagon, that there's 2 doors that open up this wagon, and there's locks on each one of these. They're padlocked, but each lock seems to need a different key.
How come this guy's coming outside?
What?
How come this
'Cause-
guy's there?
Zentori said he was going to speak to Iser.
What if you
That's what-
throw
what
it out
they're
an
going to
additional
do.
witness, you bastards?
I thought that was he wanted to speak to you guys. Wanted to speak to this man. I thought.
No, I
that
think
was-
someone did say that, to be fair.
I'm gonna start doing some small talk with this guard, like, how's the weather? How's living in here? Stuff like that, to try and distract them so Raven can work their magic.
Okay.
Tax or cast a spell. Okay, so I'm gonna pick the lock of the back door.
Okay.
Is the plan. I'm gonna do it quietly. It's also the plan. Would you like a thieves?
So first roll me a stealth to see how quiet you are while pulling out your thieves' tools.
Would I have advantage on this because I'm an invisible creature?
Well, I don't know, because it's noise. It's not really visual for this.
I mean, thieves'
give-
tools are
I'll-
literally
I'll-
just.
I'll give you advantage because if you're not there, there would be no reason for something to probably be looking over there. So. Okay. Roll me a stealth. Okay. I don't see this is where it's hard because I don't know if he'd notice because he's critically perceptive over here.
His critical
Must be-
perspective, but the
must
Raven is
be in.
invisible and stealthy.
I guess neither Inns nor this Fistani man notice.
I had a good
Roll
chance.
me
Roll bad.
a thieves. Yeah, roll with these tools.
I don't know if because I didn't check for that to be advantage, so I don't know if something is just toggled on the sheet somewhere.
I think I did it because you're invisible. It might just have
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
because
okay,
you're
yeah, so
invisible.
okay. Yeah, here we go. It's asking me if I want an intelligence thieves tools check. I'm gonna say that's probably not the case.
Okay, and as you do, you immediately feel into your hand this needle just pierce straight into your fingers. As you take 11 poison damage.
Ow.
Oof.
And
And
I
I
need
think
you to
that
roll
breaks
me
the
a con
invisibility.
save.
Me?
No, I need Raven. All right. as you feel this needle kind of interject you with this kind of poison, but your body is used to this kind of toxicity, and you're able to reject it, and you feel a little bit better, but you definitely still feel damaged after this needle seemed to interject into you, and the lock is still there.
So it's like a fake lock that just needles people?
No, it's a real lock, but when the lock didn't seem to trigger, like the door didn't unlock, it noticed that it was being tampered with and fired off this needle. It seemed to be trapped.
Ah.
Yep.
I will try and open it again, but in a way that my hand isn't like over the keyhole, and instead it's pointed like at the dirt on the floor. So that if I fuck it up again, it just shoots at the floor instead of at me.
Okay, I
So-
suppose you can try that.
Vistani, do you have any sons, daughters, and descendants?
Yes, of course. Do you?
I do not, and I'm glad I don't. This world
Why
is
is that?
not. This world is not good for any new living beings. Unless you're an animal, because you're not self-conscious of what's happening. I don't know if you knew that they don't know.
And he kind of just stares at you like, what the fuck is this guy talking about?
And that goes on for a bit.
All right, how much later are you guys wanting to go today? Because we are around our
believe we
normal
set an hour.
stopping time.
People are up for it. Up for the max time. Raven can say.
I've got at least 1 hour in me. I can guarantee you 1 a.m. But someone said 6 or 7. I'm not on for 4 a.m. But like, I'm happy to go till 1 and then not be like, oh, it's 1, we have to stop. But at some point, I'll be like, it's too late for me. I gotta peace out. You guys can carry on doing stuff that's like, if it's just your guys' stuff. I don't want to miss anything big.
Okay. Just open the chest.
I've got to wait for the DM to ask me to make a check. I can't just
Yeah,
I can't just go.
roll another. So how are you trying to avoid this needle?
So
You need to extend like 3 inches out from the lock.
It's the
basically.
latch. The needle's in the latch, so when you try to open it after you think you've opened it, it pops out or it doesn't.
where's it
That's what
coming
these-
from?
The needle is in the latch, so if you open the latch, it pops out and it hits your hand when you try to lift the box open.
There's no
Yeah.
box. This is a door.
Yeah.
We have
Oh,
no
well,
one
it's
to-
on the whenever you try to open it. If it's a doorknob, it's usually a bunch of small holes on the doorknob, and it pops out like a hedgehog. If it's a chest, it's right at the latch where you try to lift it. It's where you put your hand when you try to open it. That's how they
Alright,
usually
so-
put those traps.
If it's a needle getting shot out of the keyhole, I'm just pointing the keyhole somewhere else. If it's something spiking out of a latch, like at a hand, I'm just not going to open it with my hand. I'm just going to like gently push it with another object.
How can you
Okay.
change the position of a keyhole on a door on the side of a wagon?
No, I mean,
That's what
I thought it was a
that's-
padlock. I thought it was like a
You have another
padlock
way to open the
dangling.
door besides your hand. You
Listen, I have
another
no
way-
idea what the fuck's going on, but all I'm doing is my finger is not going in there anymore.
let's-
Is all I'm saying.
Well, no. If it's a door, it's just like where you use your hand like a normal door. You put your hand on the doorknob to open it, and the needle
Yeah,
pops out of the
basically two
doorknob.
doors like this.
Or if it's like a latch, you put your finger
We
behind
don't
the
have
latch to
vision
pull
for
it.
this scene.
So, like if you have like mage hand, I guess you can do it. Or if you have like a stick, you can do it. But like just
I
that's where
thought
the
it was
needle
like, I don't know if you guys have allotments or sheds. I thought it was just a plank of wood with a latch that is closed and a padlock, and the padlock
Right,
is the only
so
thing
it's
keeping
in
it
the
shut.
latch. It's in the latch.
You
When
can't
move
put
the latch
anything in a
there.
latch. That's not how
It's a
latches
magical world.
work.
I don't know.
Yeah.
D&D, you can dodge a fireball because you're a monk and nothing hits you.
We
Like,
have a
it's-
listen in our party, but God forbid you have a latch on that fucking door, dude.
I mean,
swear.
you could just
Well-
disarm the trap.
All I'm saying, listen. All I'm saying is, however the trap works, I'm positioning my body in a way that when it stabs a needle into the air, my hand is not going to be where the specific needle goes at whatever angle it was before. Like
You can try to
the
disarm the
needle can't
lock
chase me.
from the
No, 'cause it's
vicinity.
like 4 more checks. Just don't put your hand where the spike is easier than disarming a trap.
Okay.
How does the spike work? Because I've heard a lot of conjecture from other people, but as the DM, how does the spike, like, it got me, where did it come from?
Like, this is the door, right? You try to open it.
Don't you? No, because I need it from the DM, because it's just people interpreting his words
So,
as what they think he
This
said.
is the doorknob, okay? The key is in the center. You have to put you're trying to break it right in the center. And that's on the doorknob. From the center where the keyhole would be is where the spike would come out.
Okay, I'll just not put my hands there. It's pretty
Okay.
easy.
Okay.
And if the
Roll
spike
a
comes
thieves'
out, it
tool.
just stabs the air, and then we'll
Roll
see how it...
thieves tool. Okay, you're able to get this one lock undone.
Nice. I want to check the hinges to see if they look old and creaky.
They do seem to be old and creaky, and you also tell while looking at this door that it seems to be kind of like you guys know those trucks that aren't full cabins? They're kind of a full or like a front passenger side and then the half. So you have to open one door before you can close the other, and vice versa.
Yeah.
That's kind of what this door is like.
I'm gonna put some
rolled a
drops of
25
oil
on.
on the hinges so that they're less likely to creak.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then in a moment where looking around, I feel like no one is immediately glancing in the direction, I'm gonna quickly open it, slip inside, and close it.
I'm still
Okay.
talking to the Vistani, telling him about the time I poured boiling water over me to cleanse my sins.
Roll me a performance check, and we'll see how well he's enjoying listening to your stories.
Does he get advantage because that guy has no friends?
He has friends. He has a family.
He's got good charisma.
Oh shit,
Nice.
that's so high.
Very nice. I don't know what that would be contested against.
Against boring check.
Yeah, is there a boring check? I don't see that on here.
Insight, I guess.
I'll
Insight.
do insight. Wow, he rolled pretty high, but he can't beat that. So he seems to be listening to your story. At first, he was kind of like, what the fuck is this? But as he's kind of standing there, he's like, all right, whatever. This is better than working. And he's listening to you talk about how animals have kids because they don't care about or whatever you were telling him earlier. So he seems to be listening to it now.
Okay, good.
All right. What is everyone else doing during this time? Iser, what are you doing?
I am talking to Centauri.
Okay. What are you talking to Centauri about?
So, Centauri, we have met others of your kind in this region. The one that bears the blue attire. How do you relate to these people?
They are much like us. They do much of the same, but we differ in some. Much like cousins in a way. Same families, but different traditions.
Well, from our interactions with them, they seem to be quite nice, and you seem to be quite the opposite.
I didn't realize it was a popularity contest.
I think if they'll be able to survive in this region by being kind to people, maybe you can learn something from it.
Yes, I have made it this long and I have been unkind.
But it's I do not believe it's the right way. So how do you relate to these other Vistani?
These are my people. That man you were speaking to is my brother. Luvash and Ergo.
Right. But I meant to the difference between you and the blue this time. The blue character.
How do I relate to them?
You said they were kind of like cousins and family, but where did you split apart?
Hmm.
What happened to you people?
Well, we wanted to continue on our ways of parting the mist and traveling, acquiring things, and they wanted to be more centralized and stay near the lake. And we believe our people, we cannot be held down. The mist might confide us, but it will never restrain us. We bend, but we do not break, and they seem to lay down.
So you have a different opinion to each other.
Yes, we believe we are indebted to the land and to this, to Strahd himself, and they seem to not believe this.
Strahd seems to be an evil person. And, I guess it's not one that you should cross, but sure wouldn't be an ally of him.
I do not know if he's evil or just misunderstood, but that is not my place to say.
So how were you able to get out of Barovia?
It is because of Strahd that we get our gift to travel to and from, coming through the mist.
Well, that's quite a surprise. He's the one that sets the rule of who can come and who can go. I guess
He is the land.
What do you mean by he's the land?
He is ancient. He is the land. This is his domain. Everything is because of him.
Well, if everything's because of him, it's not a great way of dealing with this land. I mean, people are suffering here, and a lot of bad things happen.
Yes, but you and I, we do not suffer. And perhaps it might be bad for others, but it's not bad for everyone. We must live, how you say, the hand we are dealt. We must play with it. We must live with that.
Right. Well, we cross paths again. Let's hope it's not because of something that you've been tasked by the devil.
And I hope no hard feelings.
No, won't be any hard feelings. I understand that you have a difficult time here, and like you said, you are playing out the hand you're dealt.
As are you, my friend.
Correct. Not in the same way.
Well, enjoy the night or the day. These pictures throw me off. Enjoy it, have a couple drinks, enjoy the people.
I will try to. And by the way, do you have a wise woman around this camp?
A wise woman? No.
So no one that deals in cards.
You're speaking of Eva. Did you speak to her? Did she read your palm and tell you of your fate?
Well, she did. But it was very cryptical.
Yes. I suppose when you make things up, you can be as cryptic or as vague as you'd like.
Oh, you think she made it up?
I believe that Strahd is responsible for what goes and what happens, and I don't know. I've said too much already. Perhaps it's the wine talking. Would you like a glass?
No, you
Come on.
go ahead and enjoy that wine. I'm quite fine with my equipment and gold.
I see. We're still not over this. Well, I'll leave you to it.
Well, thank you. You have a great day or evening.
Yeah, whatever. Good time zone. Whatever time it is. Ends, and what would you have been doing this time? Or Kiakli? Either or.
I'm sitting down petting Nightmare.
Okay.
I think Kiakli would just be. You said there were several unconscious bodies.
Yeah, but it's not unconscious due to like injury. It seems to be more so like blacked out. There's many people
Oh.
just many
They're that
Vistani.
wasted in the morning.
Yeah. I mean that seems to be most of what these people do. They think of them as like lazy college kids. They're just frat boys. They're just like a frat house. So, they just drink and enjoy the times and they don't care about much else. Many of these ones that are passed out on the lawn.
Okay. I think that I would just I think I'd probably just be kind of wandering around, not like to cause suspicion or like too far out into this encampment that they seem to have, but just kind of wandering around looking at the state of the people. I imagine that Kiakli knows who the Vistani are, of course, but she doesn't have or hasn't had much interaction with them, just because she tends to keep to herself, and they, have their own infighting and issues amongst themselves. So she's just kind of wandering around, looking for anyone who might need help or.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
To the boy that was being whipped.
He seems to not really be in pain. It seemed to be more something he understood while he was getting it. He actually, if you were to try to help him, he seems to not want it, as this seemed to be a kind of rite of passage, something that needed to be done.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't go out of my way to try to interrupt anything that would be anything that I might think is like traditional for them.
Okay. All right. Well, Raven, I believe that brings us back to you, unless anyone has anything else they'd like to continue doing. James, still with us?
Yeah, I'm here. You asked
Alright.
everyone else a question, not me. You said unless anyone else has anything they want to do, I can't answer that for them.
Well, yeah. I figured everyone's silence meant that we were continuing.
Yeah, so 18 seconds have passed. The first, air quote, turn, he casts invisibility on me. Second turn, I dash over here and try and open it. Doesn't work. Third turn, I open it and get in. What do I see when I'm in?
You
It
see
lasts
inside.
an hour, doesn't it?
It lasts an hour, yeah, so I have 59 minutes and 46 seconds left or something. I don't think the hour is going to matter.
Beautifully adorned interior of a wagon. It's kind of bejeweled chest and other various knickknacks. Some of them don't appear to be necessarily real gems, more for show to appear luxurious, but you do see 4 chests that all seem to be exactly the same, 2 on either side, spaced out equally apart, as the whole wagon itself is kind of symmetrical.
Seeing that the guard is obviously distracted by his enthralling conversation about having kids with Icarus, not having kids with Icarus, but having kids, separate clause with Icarus, digging a hole. And he's also looking out for threats. He doesn't think the threats will already be in there. I'm going to basically, one by one, go for the first 3 chests, just trying to open them, get in them, empty them out, and then leave the chest that Icarus says he's going to pick as his reward.
Okay. I was incorrect. There are 4 different chests. The first one you've come across is a wooden chest. It seems to contain, let's see, how much does it contain? It seems to contain about 98 Strahd coins. As you
Strahd coins.
Yes, they seem to be almost like normal coins, but they seem to be all brandishing the face of Strahd.
What denomination of coin are the Strahd coins?
They seem to be kind of equated to a normal gold coin, but like here in America, we have the ever rare and elusive $2 bill.
Oh,
it's kind of what
fun.
Strahd coin is. They're pretty rare, but they are worth 2 gold pieces. One is.
Strahd kinda ugly.
As you go to reach into the second chest, it seems to be an iron chest, and this one is holding. I rolled for this earlier.
Is that Mads Mikkelsen?
263. That's what you said.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, they got it.
Was it 63 I rolled?
263.
Oh yeah, you find 263 pieces of gold. And the third one you find is a small, beautiful onyx box and a gold filigree adorned with diamonds, valued at about 1,500 gold pieces. Roll me a perception check. Wow, good roll. So as you're looking at this box a little bit closer, you notice with a close inspection, faintly etched inscription on the back that reads Lady Tasha Petrovna or von Habsburg.
Wow.
And you can tell that it seems like it was some sort of wedding gift.
That's fucked up to steal a wedding gift.
Awesome, man.
Oh, thank you for writing that out, because I was also writing it out. And
Oh, wow,
you know what?
did
I'm
pretty
actually
damn good, dude.
genuinely
Yeah,
I'm
did
happy
pretty
with that.
good.
I'm happy.
That's
And then
good
I'll
stuff.
leave the 4th box as planned with Icarus, because if they're like, we'll take that one, and they're like, here you go, and they open it and they're empty, like, wait, this one's empty. And then I will try and slip out the way that I came in.
Okay, roll me another stealth check. We'll see how noisy you might be inside of it.
I am incapable of making noise because I have boots that silence me. If that makes a difference.
It does make a difference. So you
Stop.
make it out just fine. Who gave you those boots? What an idiot.
Very nice.
All
Yes,
right.
yeah.
Cool.
I will give Icarus like a 3-fingered like rhythmical tap on the shoulder, and then
Are you
I'll
gonna
peace
lock
out
the door
into the
first?
woods.
Or are you gonna
Oh.
leave it open?
Oh yeah. Don't mind that. That was my You know when sometimes you get sparked by something that's called, I don't know what it's called, but yeah. As I'm making these signs to him, I'm kind of trying to I'm
You're not all
Like
there,
that
are
one.
you? He says to you. As he sees you just kind of thinking through these.
Yeah,
through
but
these
what I'm trying to
thoughts.
say is that I want to undo the spell. What is the word for that?
Drop concentration. Concentration.
Retcon? I don't know.
You went
I
to
will drop concentration.
Okay.
before Raven locks the door.
No, Raven says he runs out
Yeah,
to the
Raven
wood.
would have been able
Yeah,
to.
I gave like a finger tap signal to the shoulder, and then like.
Well, I would have figured he would have locked. You would have locked the door and then given the finger tap symbol.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So are you guys all
There's-
just kind of regrouping now? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, there's also a 50-50 chance that when Raven tapped Icarus on the shoulder, that one of Keoklee's insects was crawling along their backs. So.
Oh, they're
There's
going to
a-
avoid the bug like the plague.
No, I mean on Icarus, not on Raven. So that could be, what they reacted to as well.
Maybe.
Fair enough.
But I mean,
it's gonna
that
be in the way of
finger is
happening.
like.
All right. So now you guys.
So yeah,
have-
Raven is coming in and says, "Oh, took your time, huh?"
Oh no, I'm peaced out. I'm just gone in the woods.
Oh, you're in the woods. You're
Yeah,
not with us.
Because we're. I'm not going to come back to the camp clinking with all their stolen stuff. You've just got to pick the remaining chest, and then we reconvene as a group. Is I thought what was going to go on.
So wait, you took the stuff?
I took all the stuff except for one chest, and then you pick the chest that we agreed on, and then you get that chest of stuff, and then everything else was stolen, and then we got everything.
You made it an even better plan than I thought of initially.
What? I thought this was what we agreed.
I thought that you were putting everything into one chest.
Me too.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
But that's even better. Okay. It's getting kind of late in here. I should choose the reward.
I'll go grab Luvash. That way we can open up the doors. Which one are you picking?
Give me that one. That one.
Okay. I don't know which one that one is. We'll say that you chose the fourth one.
Give me the fourth one.
Okay. And as you get it, you notice that this small wooden box seems to be carrying about 12 small potions.
Wow!
What this might be. I grab one and examine it.
Oh, are you asking what might this be?
Yeah.
I thought you were saying what this might be, and then you were gonna say this is what it might be.
No.
You don't know what this is. Looking at it, you've never seen any sort of concoction like this before.
Perhaps the lady from the shop could give us an insight over the content of these bottles.
Okay.
It was a pleasure making, well, we can call this a business, can't we? As I grab the box, climb down, and say, "We're down here, guys."
All right. Just log out.
Okay. You're not gonna ask them what these potions
Yeah,
are.
I'm not gonna backseat game and
I'm just gonna walk out.
insert myself. But yeah,
My
Anyway,
role
what
was
are-
deliver the girl and leave, and we go hunt down some vampire people. So we delivered the girl. Everything else is extra. Let's go.
My bad.
Bye, people.
All right.
Not
You guys
drinking
know
your
what
wine
this is
ever
now?
again.
All right.
What
so
these potions are?
It's too fucking late now. No, I would tell you. I would assume that you would have maybe asked. Maybe once you opened it, you would have said, "Oh, what a strange liquid. What do these potions do?"
I'm
And
not
he would
drinking
have,
stuff from the
literally
group
what
that poisons people and
he would
robs
tell
them.
you that they are potions of the mist.
Ooh, we don't know what that is.
And
That's an answer.
he would continue and say that we sell these to people who wish to escape the mist of a Barovia.
Oh,
Oh, they're a scam.
So it kills them.
I want to
Sound-
insight check that.
Oh, okay. What are you trying to incite about it?
To see if he's telling me a false effect over the liquid.
Okay.
Nice.
After listening to you talk to him for what felt like to him days, he has been totally truthful to you because he feels like you have nothing going on in that brain of yours except for two squirrels fighting for some nuts. So he tells
Fair
you,
enough.
and he is 100% truthful. They seem to be potions that they would sell to individuals that wish to escape the mist.
wow. That's insane.
Very nice. Yeah,
That's
what Raven
good. I
said.
like that. So you guys are pretty close to Valaki. You're also close to the kind of more western region of the map now. And you're also right now at the camp. What would you guys like to do?
I would say I would want to walk away as quickly as possible. Nobody knows what we did, only Raven and I.
See, normally walking away quickly is suspicious, but he just thinks you shit yourself.
Well, normally I would say yes, walking away is suspicious, but in these circumstances, the Vistani all seem to be extremely happy at the returnal of Luvash's daughter. So they all seem to be kind of those that were passed out on the ground are waking up now, excited to drink more. As some of them waking up next to vomit, excited to do it all over again. But the people all seem to be pretty thrilled and more excited about the celebration going on to even notice you leaving. But
As
you
I
guys,
leave, I say yeah.
I was gonna say you guys noticed these strange huts, and nothing seemed to be happening with them. Nobody came or entered them in the entire time you were there, but they still seem to be billowing smoke.
Huh.
I wanna ask Raven. So, what did you get?
I mean, first of all, I got a really enjoyable experience. I haven't gone in somewhere and stolen something in a good, like, 15 years or something. This was a weird, like, I want to call it a relapse thrill. I feel like I'm stealing stuff again now, but it's kind of your fault that we did it, but also, I did go along with it. But yeah, they had loads of stuff. They had this, and I'm going to take out the filigree box that's all shiny and has diamonds. This was a wedding gift to somebody called, I don't know if you can make it out, Tasha Vanova, something like that. So if we find them, we might get another reward for giving this back. If we don't find them,
Give it back. We can extract each of those diamonds and sell them for who knows how much.
nobody in Barovia has that much money, I don't think. I think
Is anyone else around?
no,
You
it's
got a
just
point.
us two, remember. And then other than that, it's lots of money, some of which was Strahd themed. I take out like the normal gold and then the double-sized comical Strahd smiling face gold.
We can split this with the party. They were quite cooperative.
Yeah, I mean, good little setup all the way through. I think Isol will be especially happy that we got one back on the people that robbed him. Now he's been
Wait,
a part of a group that's robbed them.
now I remembered something. This is out of character. Izor had the Love and Thunder pendant. Did he get it back?
No, I did not.
Did I see it in there?
You would have had the pendant, Iser.
Well, it was taken from me and never returned from. I don't know why I didn't pick it up, but it wasn't among the things that the.
It would have been
Was
at
Yeah.
whatchamacallit.
Yeah.
So he's had it, because he would have got it
Okay,
back with Bildrith's back in Barovia. So what are you guys planning on doing next?
Gotta
I'm gonna call the
reunite
rest
with
of
the
the
rest of the
party and
group.
say, guys, check it out. And I'm gonna tell him everything that happened underneath their noses.
Well, that was quite the plan, huh? Well done.
They robbed you, we robbed them.
Yeah. They certainly got had with all this gold.
That's if we split it equally, that's 91 gold each.
Well, I just hope, Izor, if they know you, they don't come following us looking for their treasure back. We should probably leave here very quickly.
We've already left. It's fine.
Even further.
They're not going to follow us to the Amber Temple, that's for sure.
You said 91?
91 gold each, and then there's like 1 extra gold that I'm just going to keep because I stole it.
Okay.
Because 459 doesn't divide into fives perfectly.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to take my share entirely as the Comedy Strahd coins.
So how much did we each get individually?
91 gold.
All right.
It wasn't it 1,500 golden watches.
No, that's the value of the box.
Ah.
The diamond box is not something we can add as gold to our sheet.
Would you
I'll
have
hold
told the rest of us about the box?
I told Icarus about it, but I wouldn't like present it to the rest of the group because we don't really have a way to break it down. But if Icarus mentioned it, then that's fine as well.
Yeah, I would say I would have mentioned everything that was taken from them.
That sure looks like a valuable box, but I believe she's been dead for 400 years.
Oh God, 400
Huh?
years? Is she an elf? Because they can live long.
No, it's the Habsburg is a family that were the leaders of this region. And Falcon von Habsburg is he fell in battle with a Turk, and then Strahd makes sure to wipe out the rest of his family.
Huh.
You sure read a lot, huh?
Well, I only have 4 books to read at night.
We can get you more books if you want more books.
I'd love to.
Raven's like, shit, man, I'll steal anything now, dude. He's like, kind of high going. He's like, I'll find you any book you want.
It's really fucked up because only me and Bo know the backstory of why they don't steal. And now we're in the relapse section of that now.
We're in the relapse. Hey, this is when Eminem did some of his best work. You'll be all right.
Glancing at the party, do I see anyone with any valuable trinkets on their belts? No, I'm just taking them. Bo, whisper the answer.
Are we heading back to Balaki or continuing our way towards the tower?
I would say
don't-
Balaki.
Yeah, we've got a lot to do in Valaki. We've got the light show at top of the mayor's house. But I do feel like going towards the tower and finding the werewolves would be valuable to do sooner rather than later. Like a missing kid that feels time sensitive.
You're right. We should make haste.
It's not really a kid, though.
Well, it's somebody's kid. It is.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm just
It's
saying. based
somebody's-
off- like, obviously, you guys just rescued an actual child, but like,
This is
that's
true.
What I think of when I think
Yeah.
when I think of kid.
Yeah, if I meant kid child, I would have said child. That's my bad.
Fair.
By the way, from the potions, I'm giving 2 to everyone.
Oh,
What did
yummy.
these do? Did you guys ask?
2. 2? 3. We are 5. Are we 5? We
There
are
are
5.
5 of us, yeah.
Yeah, I'm giving 2 potions to everyone.
Well,
And
thank
I'm
you.
giving 4 on me.
All right. This is probably a good place to end session, I feel like. It feels like a pretty good natural stopping point
Natural
before we
stopping
head
point?
further. Yeah.
Yeah. We
I
just
forgot
made
to
some
record,
dunks.
so that's awesome.
Ooh, probably
Isaac,
for the
did you record?
best.
Yeah. I hope you guys had fun. I thought it was a really good session. I
I
always like
loved
the
it.
sessions where we get to role play more.
It's a good session for Kirkley. They got to get to know 2 of the party's names, which is a good start.
Yeah, not as good as Enz's first session. He leveled up in the first 5 minutes of being with the group. But
Stonk.
yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, Mia, and want to come back next week.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
I mean, I didn't get to like send too many insects to Raven, but you have
Please
that
don't
to look
send
forward
any
to.
insects towards Raven.
I'm gonna
Oh,
get
worry.
Cloak of Life just for you.
Maybe we'll use my snacks.
Cloak of Flies? Is that a thing?
That is a spell.
Oh.
Is it a spell or is it an invocation? I believe it's
Invocation.
both.
Yeah, invocation for you. Increase
It's invocation.
intimidation checks, I think.
What a swell time.
Alright.
Alright,
Very fun
see you
session.
guys. You all have a good rest of your weekend.
Same.
Yep, it was very nice to meet you all. I look forward to playing through this.
Nice.
We're looking forward for next
Was.
session.
Yeah. It's been real and it's been fun, but it hasn't been real fun, guys. We'll see you guys. I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
he said it. Okay, see you guys. I'm
Alright,
gonna
bye.
head. Bye.
Bye.
Have a good one, folks.
Night. Well, for you, good night.
That's all.
No, it's
folks.
morning for me. It's good morning.
It's still
Good
night.
time zone to you.
Good times. You already pulled that line, and when you met me,
I just love that though. Somebody said that in when I used to play Conan Exiles years ago. Like anytime he'd hop into the Discord, and I don't know, it just seems appropriate. Isaac, I love watching your face while we're playing.
Yeah.
Oh, I have.
It's just a dead giveaway a lot of times.
I
don't
have
mind
to have
this
the
too.
face cams off, else the foundry like won't load properly. I learned that from. Do you remember that
Oh.
first dungeon when I was like,
Yeah.
I can't even be in the same room. Like I'm chasing like a shadow, trying to catch up to the lag. But turning off the face cams meant that it just works. It feels bad, but I don't get to see.
I know it does.
What
suck.
faces was he pulling? Was he disappointed in me?
Just sometimes he'll make a face like, I don't know how to explain it.
This is
don't
my what
have
the
a
fuck
cam.
face.
I don't have
Yeah.
a cam on my desktop, but I have one on my laptop, so I can use that instead next week.
Don't do it, me, because then I'll be the only one without the cam on, and then they'll beat me up.
No, Ens didn't have one on, or does he normally?
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. But most of the time, yeah, I'd say he is. And Raven, we got camera for the first 5
Once,
minutes with
yeah.
him. It was nice.
I had to turn it off, else it just would not work anything else. Tragedy for the times.
Indubitably.
Oh, that just means I have to actually put a brush through my hair and not just tie it up in a weird knot on the top of my head like I normally do.
Okay, Oh, there it is. Okay. You should have a wolf mask now in your equipment tab. That
Wow.
requires attunement. What was
Yeah,
it?
lovely, thank you.
Make a box. A beautiful little ball.